Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? You guys ready for another 1v1 tournament sponsored by the Bamboo Club? Hope you guys are all excited for this tournament today. I know I am. We have a wonderful new experience. We're actually going to have 3 streams going at the same time. So let me introduce our brackets. We already have our combatants are in the lobby right now, going into our event. This is our second round in terms of like how many tournaments we have for this season. We're doing a total of 5. So this is number 2 of 5. Here's our brackets. As you see, we have returning champ Frost in our bracket. We also have the Revolting Vulpine will be playing in this particular event, and then we have newcomer Syrinar. Did very well in the last tournament. Same with Stealthy Tiger. No Dynays though. He only plays the first tournament of the season, and then he actually takes a break. The match that we are going to be playing for you guys here is going to be Cassmutt versus Yeeniest. Hope you guys are excited for this match. We're going to flip over to this screen right here so you guys can actually see what maps they each banned. Cassmutt ended up banning E, so no Pyramid, and Yeeniest ended up banning our delicious labs. I really dislike going to labs. If you guys are interested, we do have a giveaway going out through the entire stream. So Frost already just pointed that out in chat, but exclamation point giveaway. We'll give you a link to that. You can earn a $10 Steam gift card just by watching this stream. We actually end up giving those away at the end of the stream. I'm going to set up our predictions here, and then we'll get started in our match. All right, round 1, Cass versus Yeen. I'm just gonna say use that instead of saying the full names. We're going to Destination F for our first match for these two. This is round number 1 of our second. I don't know what to call it. Just a second tournament of season 3. I guess that's a proper wording for it. But get hyped, guys. Dogs are hyped. I'm glad they're already barking in the background. Hopefully, they're not going to be doing that noise this entire tournament, but I don't know. They could. I'll end up muting if that ends up being the case. We're going to take a look over here and see that Yeen will have T2 and a Rebel Cash. Cass, on the other hand, just a Dart Gun and a T2 further down here. We're going to take a look at the ranch and see if there's any decent, crazy power-ups here or any type of weapons that it would be really, oh my god, I got to see it. But we just see a Rebel Cache. We can take a look. Actually, ended up, holy shit. Well, we got into a fight and I actually ended up missing that. Yeeniest was using a shotgun. He ended up getting a sniper. I thought he ended up going to the left there, so missed a little bit of combat, but doesn't look like anything crazy happened there. We see a shot of the sniper rifle. Cass will know that Yeen actually has a sniper, so she'll probably want to make the engagements on this emu as a starter, and then make Yeen use his sniper shots there. Alright, so we have Cass just using the emu right here. Ends up hopping back off of it to pick up some resources, looking to close the gap on Yeen. Yeen actually ends up losing the armor. Second poke will actually go off. SMG shots will go down into Yeeniest as they both trade with each other. But Cass ends up pulling through, victorious. So Cass up in the set, 1-0. GG. And for our next map, we are going to the super stage. So our newest map for season 3. And we have a little bit of weight on the flight path here. L or I? Well, Cass actually says something. We actually don't have an I. We don't have that letter, so we can't get confused between L or I. It's only one of those particular shaped letters that we have available for our map pool. So Yeeniest will be dropping on the right side at L at the super stage. We have Cass dropping at the left side. They're going to be dropping on the bathroom here as the drop spots. We'd like to also call this Armor City. This legitimately has, I think, I wouldn't say the most armors. I think that would probably either go to labs or farm for the most armors, but everything's so easily reachable. So if there's a lot of armors in the spot, and we already see there's a bunch of ones here, but nothing crazy high. In terms of equipment, though, it doesn't really look that great. Don't see anything really crazy. Uh, yeah, just a green SMG. Cass will get a shotgun out of this Rebel Cache. Run into Yeeniest, but Yeeniest tries to push down onto Cass, but Cass was already ready to go with the SMG, and just like that, we had a very quick super stage battle. Wow, was not expecting that. And Cassmutt will move on to the next round, winning the set 2-0. GG. Alright, Elemental's got to win 2 games in a row here. Comic just needs one more. That unfortunate. We have certain rules. If we actually end up trying to get you to join the room, and then if you take too long, we strike you once. We give the opponent a win, and then we wait a little bit longer. And then if you don't make it, we give them just an automatic win, like the set win. But Elemental had a little bit more time left there, so we can actually get our match. We see a T2 for Comic down over here, but in terms of equipment, we'll actually see what's inside that Rebel Cache in a little bit. Let's take a look and see what Elemental got over here. We got a Magnum Blue AK and a T2. We'll flip back over to Comic. Comic with a blue bow out of the Rebel Cache. We have another Rebel Cache over here for Comic to be able to pick up. Elemental holding up position over here. He's going to actually break up boxes, so he's not going to rush down and pick up this Rebel Cache down here. Elemental looking for that forker. No, he's actually going to go with the vial. He really likes the forker, so I'm actually surprised with that. But maybe that's a denial. Ooh, claw boots pick up for Comics, so Comics are going to be able to get lots of resources here. There's plenty of grass. And there, Comic going for that Rebel Cache, but thankfully Elemental wasn't close enough to actually fight them at that location. This is kind of a trap. If your opponent's nearby and sees that you open up that cache, you're almost doomed because you're just in a funnel right there. Especially if you're waiting on that cache, definitely get blown up. So, let's look and see what Comics build. We got Shotgun Blue AK versus Elemental's Blue AK Hunting Rifle. And a Hamster Ball for Elemental, but he's still just collecting up resources, so this might actually end up going to time. This particular map sometimes goes to attrition, so we'll have to wait and see if they actually end up finding each other. And then if they actually get into like an actual engagement where someone actually dies. Most of the time it's just like kind of posturing and taking out your opponent's resources, but we'll have to wait and see. As Comic does a little bit of poking right there onto Elemental. Elemental looking to posture around there, so AK shot right there. Comic ends up losing a pip of armor. Elemental still healthy going into this, ends up losing a pip right there, so it's even right now. More AK shots will be exchanged. Comic ends up eating 2 hits of the poison right there. You see Elemental doing the speed boost right there with the skunk grenade. Beautiful multi-use of the vial. Usually people just use it for the final sequence, but Elemental now looking to push on Comic. Comic takes damage again. The tape's up to 2, so Hunting Rifle shot will go out, but Comic's able to dodge that. Let's swap with the armor for Elemental. Elemental goes back with the T2, but he doesn't actually want to use that tape. He only got one piece of tape. Comic now moving up. Shots will go out right down through the shipping container, but they actually won't do anything there. No damage onto Elemental. Elemental with the Hunting Rifle now backing up over here. As Comics now just holding up middle position. Elemental looking to grab some more tape. You see him destroying those boxes. Left side hasn't actually been really used. Elemental will have top side position here, so they'll have map control as Comic actually backs down to the bottom area looking for additional loot. We're gonna see. Oh, there's a dark gun. Elemental likes using them, so we're gonna see if that ends up. Yeah, it's a quick pickup right there, especially with the gas coming down. Elemental ends up using that dark gun going into Comics resources, the health resources. Definitely a great strategy if your opponent's going attrition. The Comics kind of moved up on the right side, then went back around over to the left. We see Comic at 200 HP. There's still plenty of health pickups there. There's Elemental sitting at 115. However, the circle says that half the arena, well, I'd say 2/3 of the arena will be covered up in gas, while the other portion will not. So you can't go straight into an attrition war. Moles spawn, but not be within this arena. Had a chance to spawn here, just based off this circle. Could have spawned over here on the right side or over here on the left. Those are two spots that it can spawn in the northern end of Destination G. And those of you just joining us, we are doing private server 1v1s. We also do a giveaway on this channel during these events. Exclamation point giveaway in chat will give you the link. Just fill out the information on that website and you can enter in to win a $10 Steam gift card, which will be given out at the end of the stream. Also, we have two other streams doing 1v1s today. Exclamation point multi will give you another link that'll give you two additional streams to watch 1v1s. Comic looking to shoot out the shotgun, but Elemental's just cruising around, just vibing on that emu. There's the AK shots. See you later, bird. Blows up into smoke of feathers. Elemental looking to push, but Comic ends up holding her own right there with the AK, able to take out Elemental. And as I said before, it's unfortunate to give a, it's not really a game loss, it's just giving your opponent a win. Comic only needed this to actually be victorious. Comic ends up moving on to the next round, winning the set 2-0. GG. Alright, away we go to Destination F. Jif ended up winning the die roll. That's why you see an F pick. If Fox Princess ended up winning the die roll, I think it would be probably either Mountain or K. Radio Shack / Shooting Gallery. Those are the two maps I believe that she prefers to play on. But she gets an early drop. She gets access to the Sphinx, which you have a guaranteed blue or purple inside. So there is an advantage to that particular zone. However, it does take a lot of time to open up the Sphinx. Fox Princess looks like she's not going immediately for it. No, she's actually double backing this Rebel Cache over here, so she's going to end up picking this up. While this is happening, Jif is already in the hamster ball, making his way over to the ranch. So we have a Deagle pickup for Fox Princess, but no armor. There was an armor over here in the middle, but Fox Princess will be making a careful approach into the zone that Jif is already at right now and looting up. He's already sitting at T3, ends up picking up a shotgun, so he's got AK shotgun versus Deagle, green pistol. Another 3 in here, but Jif's not guarding it right now. Ends up rolling on by. Fox Princess was stealthily inside, so Jif will actually end up missing Fox Princess. Fox Princess able to nab that T3. As Jif will continue to scout the area. I'll notice that the Sphinx isn't opened up. He'll double back and make his way over here to the right side. No emus actually spawned here, which is very odd, but it can happen. Fox Princess again ends up catching Jif as Jif's just rolling on by. He's inside this, with the grenade out. And he's going to hop out with the shotgun ready to go, but no, a grenade. Fox Princess looking to, okay, close range Jif with the AK. Noticing that Fox Princess has a Deagle. AK's got a better fire rate than that Deagle, and Jif quickly takes that match, now up in the set 1-0. GG. And as I said, B has been chosen. We are going to the mountain. Jif ended up banning stage, and I noticed that Rod said in chat that she actually really likes the stage. So Jif actually ended up banning one of Fox Princess's, I guess, comfort picks. Interesting. I don't think Jif just likes that map. I think Jif just doesn't have a lot of practice on it. He usually likes all maps, but you see him pick up a dark gun. He's gonna open up the rebel cache. We'll see a blue shotgun. Gonna take a look over here on the left side. We see T2. No armor pickup yet for Fox Princess. Gonna end up throwing out some bananas. Now backing up over here to the left side. Jif now ends up picking up a tier 1. Grab some grenades. Now moving down over here towards the middle area. We'll see these bananas. We'll start to make an approach. Drops a dark gun. Jif still making his way over here. T2 versus tier 1. Grenade will go out, but Fox Princess runs directly into it. Beautiful read there by Jif. Jif throws another grenade out, but still cut with the grenades. But he had a shotgun already ready to go there. I thought he was going to end up SMGing Fox Princess, and Jif quickly takes out Fox Princess at her pick at Mountain. Well played, Jif. That grenade put Fox Princess in the red. GG. You move on to the next round, winning the set 2-0. Alright, Battle of the Streamers here for round 2. Cassmutt versus Rot. This is Cass's first 1v1 tournament, but she ended up doing the duos tournament before. Rot needs no introduction at all. Super content creator for Super Animal Royale. Won first place in our first ever duos tournament with Fox Princess, who you saw. Jif got second place in that duos tournament, so Jif showing that we're going to come at you at the next duos tournament right here. Rot going to be dropping over here onto a purple pistol. He's got a bow, so he can actually go dual pistols right there. We saw a green pistol right there. Cassmutt taking a little bit to actually grab some loot. Rot already over here going through all the houses, looking for additional loot. We'll see tier 2 over here in this particular house. We see a tier 3 chilling over here in the middle. Cass sitting with a shotgun, and getting a shotgun from the rebel cache there. As Ron now moving over. Didn't see that tier 3, but got dualies right here. I'll shred that tier 3. But still, Cass got that shotgun. Definitely can do some work right there. Took a little pip of damage right there. Cass now sitting at 2 versus Rot's 2. Shotgun for Cass though. Rebel cache will open up. Purple will be seen. Shotgun shots will go out, but Rot says blat 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 with those dualies. See you later, Cass. And Rot now up in the set 1-0. Just like that. GG. Off to our next match. Cass ended up selecting B. This is Rot's favorite map. This is his strongest map. If you take him to B and beat him on B, you should be able to beat him on any map. That's what I like to say about this. And Cass wants to beat Rot on his home territory, on his own turf. Rot's gonna take a peek and see what Cass gets. Cass does the same. But Rot ends up picking up a blue SMG. He's got a tier 2 down over here. Cass will pick up a dark gun. In terms of armor, though, CT1, T1, T1, a 2 down over here. Rot also just with a tier 1, but he's looking to push. He's got a shotgun. Now he scoops up that 2. Cass ends up swapping that green SMG for a blue one. Here comes a push by Rot. Ends up doing a pip of damage, but he's now looking to pressure Cass. Cass now backing up. There's a T1 to get. Ends up picking that up. Rot ends up losing armor. Now Cass is over here on the right side. Sees his rebel cache. We'll pop it open. We'll see a sniper rifle. Ends up scooping that up. So got SMG sniper as a combo. Always love to have that combo. But on this map, it's not as strong just due to the fact of there's just these walls. So very difficult to actually hit your opponents unless you get them, you drag them into a corridor. And Cass is actually rocking that sniper out. As Rot's right there. There's a shot right there. Second shot actually ends up missing as well. Rot holding up position. Cass looks to rotate to pick up the armor. SMG barrage by both parties, but Rot will come out on top right there. Had the shots lined up before Cass readjusted her aim, and Rot will be victorious, winning the set 2-0. GG. Okay. Dropped at the wrong spot. No problem. You're actually allowed to do one of those per the entire tournament. You're allowed to have one do-over. Afterwards, you end up taking a game loss if you end up dropping in the wrong zone. But didn't really matter. We're off again. I ended up flipping it back onto night mode just so you guys can have a night mode match. I do love this aesthetic that we have for night mode now. Thankfully, it's not that stupid cone vision. You can't see any items and people are just black silhouettes. It is not fun, especially in like darker areas like the stage. You can barely see anyone. But away we go. Destination K again. This time, I'll say it right. Fiber dropping at K1, Frost dropping at K2. Frost will be on the right side, Fiber will be on the left side. There's a little bit more loot that you can get on the left side, but the advantage of K2 is that there are Rebel caches over here. You see Rebel cache. Fiber saying hello. We'll have a shotgun and T2s to work with. Lots of T2s, so probably want to kind of defend that zone. Frost over here on the right side. We'll have a bow, but already has one, so just grab more sparrows. Fiber actually pushed immediately, not even picking up the tier 2, and you see him sneaking on into the zone. Skunk grenade will go out, just throwing it down. Fiber heard that go off, and now Frost is already over into the left zone. Fiber ends up taking up that golden cup, enchanted cup, however you'd like to call that. As we have Banana Rain. Banana Rain's extra strong in 1v1s. If you guys notice right here, it's spawning bananas onto the actual battlefield. It's based off of you hanging in the same spot. So in 1v1s, it happens a lot. Beautiful pre-fire right there by Fiber. Ends up taking out Frost's armor. Now Frost is backing up. So you see more bananas are spawning on the map through this Banana Rain. There's another one right there. So that Forker is going to get additional value this match as you get more spawns of bananas than you normally get in a match. There's another one right there. If you guys are wondering, the chance of Banana Rain is actually really low. It's sub 10%. And that is a 10% chance of when it rains it actually happens. So this is in Frost Fortune. Fiber holding up position right here. Ends up seeing Frost for a brief moment. Ends up throwing out some AK shots, but they won't connect. But we'll let their presence known. Fiber ends up slipping on one of the sabotage. Ends up slipping again right here, but that's actually good denial. Frost heard that, trying to make his way down the corridor. The Fiber is ready to go with that AK. Shot actually ends up landing. Frost down to 1 pip of armor. Beautiful shots right there by Fiber. Able to strip off Frost's armor. Fiber looking to push. Still with this T1. It's crazy to see that this area had a lot of T2s, but Fiber just opted for the 1 and then push. But now he's actually stepping back into his drop zone. He's going to be taking a look over here to see if there's anything else, but I'll see this T2, end up scooping that up. Frost ends up leaving the zone. Fiber has the option for sneak boots, but he's not going for it. Can pick up in more additional health pickups here if he so pleases to. It's crazy to think that there's still 6 armors in this zone. 7, I'm sorry, I didn't even see this one down here. But it doesn't look like we're gonna have engagement here. We have it right in the middle. Both shots by Frost, but the AK saying no, get out of my face. Ends up landing his shots. Fiber ends up peeking back in, then jumping in, then jumping out. Frost looking to heal. Shotgun shot goes out, but actually finally connects, rips off Fiber's armor. Fiber doing long range shotgun, trying to get away, but oh, he slips on the banana. That was trap right there. Beautiful trap. Earlier in the match, you saw Frost end up throwing a banana behind this tree. This is definitely a spot people like to use because it is a direct pathway for people to move, and Frost will win the match. GG, now up in the set 1-0. Piper saying how high his ping is. It's 160, so he's actually on the other end of the high ping mode. We play these tournaments on high ping 150 because the game starts to act funky once you go above 150 ping. You start to actually take shots that you've dodged. So this is kind of like what the official game mode will be on release. They plan on having the high ping mode instead of it being at, it's currently at 250 right now for regular BR mode, but for 1v1s, it's 150, and then when they plan to release a game, it'll end up being 150. So it's nice for, you know, the NA regional players to be able to experience a game like that, and it also sucks for people out of the region. That's why I hope to do more events in the near future from other regions. Fiber now looking to press, ends up taking damage. Grenade will go out, and Fiber is just retreating. Got a hunting rifle there. As Frost just looking to grab, ends up getting a banana cache right there. 1 out of 299. Frost deciding if he actually wants to pick it up. He's actually just going to dance on it, but yeah, you just want to take those 10 bananas and go with it. But by doing so, dancing over there on the Rebel cache gave Fiber some time to actually grab some additional loot over here. He's going to hold up position. Frost looking to push with some unique boots right there, as Fiber did not hear that coming, but was able to actually land those shots. So you see a swap with the armor right there. Frost will also hear that hunting rifle shot. Kind of waits for a brief moment, now pushing up. Let's take a look at the color of those guns. We got pistols. He's going to switch to a hunting rifle. Fiber's holding up position. Banana will go out, and Fiber's just going to end up healing right here. Fiber's kind of trapped here. Doesn't have a grenade. These bananas just hold up the position, but Fiber can end up healing up. He's got 85, so he can go up to full, but Frost can't actually do anything here. He doesn't have a forker to actually get in. More bananas will go out. And Fiber is trapped inside this building. It's going to end up going up to full, but seeing that, I'll actually end up taking that slip. Skunk Grenade will go out, and oh god. Fiber actually ended up finding a pocket within that Skunk Grenade to actually not eat the damage. Frost holding up position here. Fiber still got a piece of tape left. Frost now backing up. Fiber will hear that backing up. You see Frost blowing up some boxes here. He's trying to find an additional grenade or a skunk grenade or a regular grenade. Fiber holding up position. Hunting rifle shot will go off. Frost ends up losing the armor. Fiber ends up taping up. We'll hear the tape on the outside. Just looking from Fiber's point of view. You see his fog of war right here. Frost is holding up position. Now looking to peek. Frost active reloading. Now you just wait for your opponent to kind of go through the gun. 6 shots left, and the snapshot right there as Fiber tried to peek with his own hunting rifle, and Frost ends up clutching it out. Shows you that 1 out of 299 chest, the bananas, as Fiber actually ended up getting himself cornered going into this room with no grenade to escape. The bananas ended up clutching it out for Frost. Frost wins the set 2-0. GG. Alright, final match of round number 2. Destination F is where we're gonna go to. Lave ends up banning B. Comic ends up banning E. So no mountain, no pyramid. The Rot's favorite maps. So funny. See them both banned. Lave gonna be dropping at this campfire over here on the top. There's Comic at someone on the left side. Is Comic gonna say hello to the Skullcat? They will end up seeing and getting themselves a blue AK. Will actually definitely say hello to the Skullcat. He pops out. Lave over here already throwing out some bananas, but in the hamster ball, she has a tier 1. Looking for anything stronger. Oh, we see a tier 2 and a tier 3 over here. That is nice. We're gonna wait and see what will come of that. More bananas will go out for Lave, so she's kind of just fortifying the ranch right here, leaving that middle position the only way for Comic to actually make an approach. But as this is happening, Comic is smashing some pots right here, grabbing some more resources, not opting to use a hamster ball though, so no vehicle. The vehicle would be nice to actually just tear through these bananas, but Lave still working on those boxes, and ooh, a forker pickup for Comic, so Comic can definitely deal with these bananas. And we got bow for Lave, but this is tier 1 versus tier 2. Lave still hasn't scouted out over here on the right side that there's a 3 and a 2 inside the cages, so advantage is still into Comic's favor. Even though Lave is a great bow user, we have Comic is using it as well, looking to contest. First shot ends up landing with the bow, but the AK shot will also land, so Lave now sitting at no armor, makes a quick swap with the armor, makes a second armor swap, so only 1 armor left over there. AK shot will connect. Lave rotate back, pick up that armor. Comic ended up trying to defend that armor with some AK shots, but didn't actually connect the shots right there. Comic ends up eating the banana wall. going into that position, but now Lave's throwing some AK shots back at Comic. Comic's going to back up over here on the left side. Probably end up taping up that armor, and this is driving me nuts. That Lave's been over in this general area, but still hasn't stepped into the ranch. We see a combat emu over there too, no less. So we're gonna wait and see if that's a factor, but what is a factor is that Magnum shot connects, but the AK shot does as Lave ended up looking to peek to try to shoot again. Makes a swap for the T1. Comic now with no armor. Magnum shot goes out. 4 shots left. Comic looking to press. Comic down to 1 shot with the Magnum. Ends up backing up. We'll see a 3. We'll see an emu. Picks up the 2. Lave just taping up. Lave now steps in, sees a 3. Comic ends up going back over here, eating the bananas. Combat Emu shreds the armor. Now armor's down. Lave down to 1 shot, 2 shots. After picking up that armor, as Comic ended up homing into Lave's positioning, knowing that she'll end up going for that armor swap right there, and Comic will be your winner. GG. Beautiful play there with the Combat Emu at the end of that match. Comic up in the set, 1-0. Alright, C has been chosen. Lave's favorite map, I'd say. They end up picking up C1. Leaving Comic to pick C2. And away we go to the labs. Lave is one of our most seasoned 1v1 player in our tournament, so it's nice to see that they're continuing that trend. Lave taking early drop. Comic will be dropping over here in the northern end. Lave ends up dropping on a Vile, but has a T2. Quickly access that shotgun. Wonder if she's actually just going to bum rush the area. Yes, she will. As Comic still, with the SMG, definitely can deal with what Lave's pressing with. There's dual pistols right there for Comic. Purple dual pistols, so that's definitely great. Lave ends up losing the armor. Will be disengaging. Now stepping over into the right lab. You see a blue AK, but she already has one, so mainly looking for armor. We'll see T2 over there in the top right corner of lab number 3. As Comic looking to grab this rebel cache, but wants to get rid of these barrels first before they end up doing that. Shotgun long range, 2 shots left right there, as Comic is probably counting the shots right there. Lave looking to press, reloading the gun. T1 versus T2. Lave looking to stop Comic from pressing with that long range shotgun shot. Comic goes up over here on the top right. We'll find a sniper. Gonna go with AK sniper. Thomas gun for Lave, so power weapons for both parties. Sniper shot will go out. 4 shots left for Comic. Using the extended vision right there, holding up mid control. There is a hamster ball for Comic to actually use, if they so please. End up hopping in right there. Now going to cruise over there to the left side. Lave looking to move the armor right there. Comic will be looting up. Looking for some more additional loot. Lave will be back over here and doing the same. So it looks like we're going back into... They're not going to fight each other. They're just going to end up picking up more resources. Lave just has a quick peek at the middle area. No, they actually just look in the middle and then going back to breaking up some more boxes. So they're looking for possibly sudden death. Comic sitting at 200 health, so they're happy with what they got. Box will be broken up. Lave sitting at 135. Comic breaking up some more boxes. This bottom box cover is actually pretty solid for setting up traps to your opponents. So when players actually break that up, I feel like they're doing the wrong move at this particular spot. I like to use that as cover, especially if they're hopping through. Plus, some players will just barrel into that spot and you could be hiding behind it and give them what's good. Long range battle right here, poking. Comic looking to press with the AK. Lave's got this armor to rotate towards so they can take damage. Comic looking to press with the AK, but the Thomas gun says, nah, get out of here. Now Lave will be victorious, tying the set at 1. GG. for Comic. So we're going to the farms for our decisive final game, Lave versus Comic. Comic going to have a blue Magnum over here in the bottom left corner. Going to take a look in the actual, what I keep forgetting, Super Milk Bar. We see double purple pistol right there, so can make dualies out of that. We see a blue AK over here in the farm itself. Rebel Cache. Lave just ended up getting a tier 3, so probably out of the Rebel Cache or... Actually, no, I don't think so. There's no Rebel Cache up over here. That was just a raw 3 on the ground. Gonna throw some bananas up over here, blocking off this passageway, so Lave will know that the right side of the farm is inaccessible. This Comic's just immediately using those claw boots. Gonna smash some grass, picking up some additional pickups. Lave now over here. Might run into Comic. AK. Just one weapon, though. Magnum for Comic. Ends up losing the armor. Oh my god. This Comic was caught reloading. Lave push, noticing that Comic only had tier 1, so wanted to actually push into them and ended up just obliterating Comic, and Comic is out. Lave will move on to the next round, winning that set 2-1. GG. Comic ends up going to the losers bracket. Will be fighting for her tournament life. All right, Frost versus Jif. Round number 3. Our final match of final match. Our first match of round 3. We just finished up round number 2 on the winner side of the bracket. We are going to have Frost versus Jif, followed by Syrinar, Wafflefox, Rod versus Arbu, and Lave versus Stealthy Tiger. Jif will be dropping on the left side, Frost on the right side. And we see Jif will actually have a pretty comfortable loadout for him with the pistol, but the hunting rifle all the way up over here, but he's going to see what pops out of that. Sees a bow, so he's going to end up scooping that up. Going for the Magnum here. Hunting rifle now for Jif. We have hunting rifle for Frost. Frost with the... Okay, we see double pistols right there. Jif throwing a barrage right here. One shot from either party with the hunting rifle will end up killing that person. And we see Frost ends up quickly going for that T2. Holding up position right there. Hunting rifle shot. Jif now looking to press with those pistols. Yeah, he's just going to run down Frost. The pressure is too strong. Well, normally it would be a Pine Marten, but he's a honey badger today. As Jif will take out Frost very quickly there with the pistols. Frost now up in the set 1-0. GG. Alright, K has been chosen for Frost, and we are going to go to Radio Shack / the shooting gallery. We got a long time on this flight here. Took us a little bit to get there. Alright. Jif versus Frost. Destination K. Another close quarters map here. Jif immediately going for that pistol, but he sees a hunting rifle, but he's probably going to go SMG with the hunting rifle. Yeah, I see him. Okay, no, he's going with pistols, but he'll have a Jag 7, so hunting rifle Jag 7 will be the loadout. So he's looking to pressure Frost. Frost looking to throw a banana right there, but Jif will hear that plop down. He's going to take a look over here on the bottom ends. Frost over here in the middle with the hunting rifle. Hunting rifle in the middle. Jif dodging. Hunting rifle for Jif. Jag 7 shot, but ends up being gunned down by the AK. As Jif wasn't accurate enough with that Jag 7. Frost was able to actually just hold his ground with the AK and take out Jif. Frost ties the set at 1. GG. Off to our final battle. slams at F2. I can almost tell you exactly where these guys are going to end up going. Just because of their personal map preference. Jif's been really liking the Emu Ranch as his map of choice. So he's going to be dropping at F2 on the top end of the Emu Ranch. F1 for Frost. Jif likes to keep it long range. His hunting rifle and sniper are definitely crazy good. Frost is good long range too, so this is going to be a crazy one. Actually, really depends if Frost ends up going for that Skullcat. I believe I want to call that as a trap. Anyone that ends up going for that Skullcat, I feel like you end up losing so much time. We see a T3 hunting rifle and a Rebel Cache for Frost over here, but he's quickly just moving over. He's gonna grab the blue SMG, going for the ball here. Jif with tier 1 AK Magnum. Frost holding up. We'll run into Jif. Jif ends up making a swap there. AK shots. Frost with no armor. Frost now in retreat. Frost now super low health. Jif needs one more shot. Makes a flick around there as Frost was trying to actually make a cheeky play as Jif ended up going over here on the left side. Frost wanted to match the movement as Jif ended up going. He wanted to end up retreating back. So Frost ended up with a huge mistake here. Ended up leaving the confines of the Emu Ranch, and Jif ends up winning the match. Now moves on to the next rounds, winning that set 2-1. GG. And away we go with the Phantom Floss. The animation music. I'm sorry, the animation stops, but the music continues. When you're in ghost mode, there's like a phantom emote going down. Like if anyone's playing like music emotes, it just plays on indefinitely. Like if I actually go to the welcome center right this moment, Floss would still be playing. But enough of that. This is round number 3. Arbu versus Rot. We have our Russian player versus our American player here at Destination B. I wanted to say M for mountain, but it's B. This is actually Arbu's strongest map, and I would say that this is Rot's strongest map, so this is going to be pretty intense. It really depends on, again, it's just RNG of what they actually get. We see lots of tier 3s, so this might actually be a long drawn-out battle. Arbu, Rebel Cache, we'll find another 3. Oh my god. Just keep piling up these armors. Why don't we? Rot sitting at dual pistols, purple variants with an SMG. I'm surprised he didn't go for the hunting rifle. I do like to either using SMG or pistols. I like having that hunting rifle as a closer. Arbu ends up finding himself a Jag 7 out of one of these Rebel Caches, but we ended up having a lot spawn in this area. Lots of armors for Arbu to swap towards. Jag 7 gets relatively weaker based on all these armors to swap towards. Jag 7 shot looking, but the armor swap for Arbu able to absorb those shots of the pistol. Long range SMG. Rot almost died there, sitting right next to that barrel. Grenade will go out for Arbu. Arbu looking to close. Rot looking to pick up this tier 3. Arbu didn't end up seeing it because it was in this little nook here. See, Rot ended up sabotaging that armor. And Arbu will be going back over, probably over, all the way over to this left to pick up that tier 3. Not healing up just yet. Now he's going into his health reserves. He's going to be healing up. He's got sneak boots too. Rot looking to press. 2 shots of the Jag 7. 3 left in the gun. Rot now moving up. Sees his tier 2. Sees another 3 up there. Sabotaging that, but that isn't a perfect sabotage. We saw that banana behind it. Jag 7 for Arbu. Looking to press. Rot disengaging. SMG shots. We gotta be careful here. Yeah, I was gonna say these these red barrels are extra dangerous because Rot's being very close to him. Pistol shots will go out. Arbu now down to 1 pip of armor as Rot disengaging after losing some of his armor right there. Arbu ends up making a swap on that too. Arbu sees this banana behind that too. We'll probably be careful of that. Arbu healing. Around the corner. Jag 7 shot. We'll take off 2 pips, whereas the SMG ends up taking out armor of Arbu and doing some damage to Arbu. Arbu ends up swapping for that one in the side of the cage. We backing up. Still trying to retreat. Wants to get a little bit of health. Does a pre-fire right there, preventing Rot from making an approach, but Rot's over here taping up. Going back up to 3. Arbu healing up. Gas will be coming in. Around the... As Jag 7 long range ends up stripping off the armor. Arbu making beautiful dodges right there, but takes 1 damage to his armor. As the dogs decide to actually go into yap mode. Arbu throws out a shot. 3 shots left with the Jag 7. Rot holding up position right here behind this wall. Trying to get Arbu to run into this. But Arbu will probably see the green smoke right there. Now Arbu now pushing. With the Jag 7. No, he's going with pistols first. He's got blue dualies. 10 shots left in that Jag. Rot now moving around. Both these players are crazy good. So a lot of poking happening. Kind of dwindling away their resources. 62 health juice for Rot's, 89 for Arbu. Arbu's favored going into sudden death. SMG shot and a Jag 7 shot will be traded, but neither of them will actually hit. Boxes are now being destroyed by Arbu. Pre-fire for both parties. Oh, Arbu ends up stepping into that SMG fire by Rot. Rot with no armor needs to be careful here as the Jag 7 shots by Arbu looking to finish him off to obliterate his health. More shots right there. Pre-fire by Arbu. Arbu now sitting at about 2 tap, maybe 3 tap, based off the distance of the SMG for Rot. But Arbu's going to go back into his health. He's going to be healing up. Our gas will actually be moving into this zone. We see a vial for Rot. Arbu is going to run out of time, as once this comes in, it's going to be even harder to hit Foxx. Rot now riding out the gas. 62 health versus 27. Rot ends up catching Arbu, but no! Arbu ends up blasting him with the Jag 7. And just like that, Rot had to wait maybe one more moment, and the gas would have did enough damage over to Arbu. But Arbu will clutch it out with the Jag 7. Holy shit. Arbu now up in the set 1-0. G fucking G. That match was insane at the end there. Even just a little mind games leading up to that was brilliant. GG, guys. Alright, we're going to the Thunderdome. Pyramid. Rot picking E2. Arbu will be dropping at E1. Oh, first Pyramid match of the day. I look forward to having more at this location. This is my favorite map in the game. Just because of the strategies that can happen here. Everyone thinks that, you know, E2 has the advantage. No, E1 has an advantage in its own based off the 2 drop spots that you get here. And off onto our journey to Destination E. Alright, we're going to take a look here. Arbu will see that Rot will have himself a tier 3. He ends up scooping that up. And a blue SMG. Arbu opting to go on the top end. Well, we see him with the Thomas. Beautiful pickup, but Rot's already here with Ninja Boots. Arbu's ready to go with that Thomas, but the SMG just enough left in the barrel to finish off Arbu. Arbu had a chance to retreat back to this tier 2, but the rush down. He had a grenade too to actually prevent Rot from making that early aggressive push, but Rot recognized that he had the tier 3 armor and wanted to just surprise Arbu before he's able to actually grab his loot. Rot ties it up very quickly. Series now tied at 1. GG. Alright, farm has been picked. We are going to Destination M. The series tied at 1 after that blitz from Rot onto Arbu's position. Even though Arbu had the Thomas, like, that was Arbu's game to win there. Rot recognized that Arbu might be a little flustered, close quarters with the blue SMG, and was able to actually take him out. Arbu will have a Rebel Cache here. Will he be rewarded with a purple? No, he will not, but he'll have a bow to work with. Taking a look at the farm, nothing really good over here. Rebel Cache for Rot. Bananas pop out. Wow, that's a second banana of the day. Wow, what are the odds of that? Well, just multiply that twice, that's all. We see Arbu now making his way quickly through lab to table. Skunk Grenade will go out. Rot will recognize exactly where Rot is. I'm sorry, where Arbu's at. Arbu goes for Secret Room. Rot's right here with the shotgun, ready to go. SMG shots will go out, but we see Arbu with the Dark Gun. That is definitely his preferred weapon here. Both on the other side. We'll actually hear each other rolling. Rot ends up double backing there. Dude, if you see your opponent has a Dark Gun, you hope to find a Forker here. There's so many bananas. Just being able to negate that Dark Gun with some Forker use is amazing. You just shut down one of their weapons. And you can purposely make trades against your opponent. Arbu, what color is that Dark Gun? We got a blue one, so that's good for him. Rot will open up this Rebel Cache. We'll find a hunting rifle inside. Nothing that he needs right now. Banana will go out around the corner. Rot with just one pistol. He's going to look for another pistol on this battlefield. We see a green one up over here. He eventually makes his way over here towards Tips for Donk. He'll actually see it. Hunting rifle shot pre-fire right there. Trying to catch Arbu popping around the corner. Almost ended up landing as Arbu was popping around that corner. So beautiful read right there by Rot. Kind of guessed that Arbu was nearby. Arbu holding up position around this banana. Dark gun shots will go out. Grenade will go out, blow up that banana. Rot will see these fires of the sneaky situation right here. Rot right around the corner with dualies. Arbu deciding no, this isn't my time to actually push. Rot backing up over here on the left side. Arbu still maintaining his spot inside the barn. Rot now over here by the campfire. Changing his position. There's a Forker. That's going to be huge with that 10 bananas that Rot's sitting on right now. As I said before, that basically negates the Dark Gun. You can purposely take hits on your opponent while they're using it while still going into damage, especially if you pre-fire some bananas. And this has got a... I don't even think it's pre-fire. It's kind of stacked the bananas. Arbu will see this. Throw a grenade. Blow it up. Rot ready to go. He says that this fight's going to happen right here. Hunting rifle shot will go out but not connect. We see Dark Gun shots by Arbu trying to hit Rot on the northern end. Rot now pushing with the dual pistols. SMG shots will go out. Rot now backing up. He knows he got bananas to return back into. Ends up going for him. Arbu will see that. Tier 2 versus Tier 0, but Rot's fully healed up. Dark Gun won't do anything. There's some more armors over at this general area. Gas will be moving in, but the zone is only partially taken up by that gas. More SMG shots for Arbu. Trying to run into Rot. Rot's just bouncing around, trying to get a better positioning onto Arbu. It's going to be blowing up some grass right here. There's the dual pistols right there. Arbu tried to do stuff, but he was still stuck out with the Dark Gun, thinking that Rot was further away to poke at him with the Dark Gun. As Rot recognized that, says, man, it takes a little bit for you to swap your guns. I'm ready to go with these dualies. And just as I said that, Rot takes out Arbu with the dualies. GG. Look at that tier 3 just chilling up right above him. Not even required. Rot will move on to the next round, winning the set 2-1. GG. Alright. Syrinar versus Wafflefox. L and H are banned. Destination B has been chosen. Sorry about the in-between rounds being a little bit longer than normal. Our TO is busy doing something today, spending time with his family. So we're kind of just winging it. We have Lave helping with bands, but Lave's also playing too, so I'm also helping with the band picks and stuff. So we have a little bit of a disconnect between that, but hopefully this is still running smoothly. We do run into some like downtime here. Don't forget we have other streams going. Exclamation point multi. You can watch multiple streams at the same time. I'm casting this. I wish I could watch all 3 streams at the same time. I would be like, this is fucking amazing. All right, so tier 2 for Wafflefox, Magnum, and an AK. We have Dark Gun SMG for Syrinar. Syrinar's actually got their comfortable loadout here at this destination. Syrinar, newcomer to 1v1s. Very strong player. Did very well at our last tournament. Wafflefox ended up oversleeping the last tournament, so they're looking for some revenge here. Wants to let Syrinar know that if you want to make your way through the winner's bracket, you got to go through me here. Boxes will be broken up right there. Wafflefox kind of giving away their positioning as Syrinar has ninja boots. Wafflefox kind of read that, okay, grenade will go out. Wafflefox heard that grenade, throws out some AK shots, pre-fires, ready to intercept Syrinar, but Syrinar doesn't want any bit of it. More bananas will go off, actually blocking off this area. Wafflefox going to break up some more boxes, sitting at a vial. So that's what power up they got. Syrinar over here on the right side here. And just looking about. We see this rebel cache over here. Wafflefox will find the goods inside. Just another blue AK. Not necessary, as Magnum AK is good enough for him. Doesn't need to go double AK. We have this emu on the outside. Can be kicked into the arena. He's so close. He's so close. Oh, he's just chilling right there. Syrinar now back over here on the bottom end. We see a T2. More boxes broken up. Opening up this space. I don't like to do this. If at all, I try to keep these boxes here. There's only a couple of areas in this zone that are kind of wide open. And when you blow up the boxes there, you kind of open up the arena. Like to kind of use those boxes as cover. Or using them as traps against your opponent. Wafflefox just maintaining his position over here on the left side. Syrinar kind of being very careful. This barrel is kind of iffy. I think Wafflefox has got that. Looking from Syrinar's point of view. Go back to Wafflefox's point of view. Wafflefox going to break up some more boxes. Sitting at 200 health juice. Lots of extra jugs here. Definitely worth sabotaging either the jug or this armor. Wafflefox just kind of holding up. Knows that Syrinar likes to kind of play the walls. So they know which the site that they got covered over here on the left side. They know that Syrinar hasn't made an approach, thinking that Syrinar might be around the corner. Was a correct read. Can't really catch Wafflefox with traps like that, but Waffle's got the vial going into sudden death. Syrinar sitting with ninja boots going into sudden death. Wafflefox knows that Syrinar has to make their way up over here on the top end because the bananas over here on the bottom are blocking off that passageway. Grenade will go out, opening up the bottom end. Syrinar looking to go up on the northern end, but Wafflefox is like, okay, well, you broke up that area. Now I'm going to make my approach over here to the right side. Syrinar with 200 juice as well. Syrinar ends up slipping, but Wafflefox ended up taking the dark gun damage. Will be disengaging. He's going to be holding up this corner here. You can hear Syrinar making an approach, but Syrinar ends up throwing a pre-fire up over there on the top end. As we have a banana. The bananas here are useless because it's next to that barrel. But, oh, engagement right here. Close range AK. Wafflefox almost died from that. Going to throw out some more shots, but can definitely go into the jug. He knows that there's a bigger jug over here on the left side. As that exchange, Wafflefox almost ended up dying as the SMG fadeaway wasn't enough. Syrinar going to throw out some skunk gas grenades as the skunk gas will be moving in. Activated that campfire, but Syrinar still not at full health. Gonna go for eating mushrooms. Wafflefox will be like, okay, well, you're not over here, but didn't actually check the further northern end, so Wafflefox will be kicking himself in the ass if he watches his VOD and be like, oh god, you were all the way up there. That was one spot I didn't check. And as I said, the gas, the red barrel ends up blowing up those bananas, kind of opening up that passageway there. That's why those bananas were kind of useless. If you do want to set up a wall, make sure there's no barrels there. Wafflefox sitting at 77 health juice, so he's going to be breaking up some grass. 191 for Syrinar, but we have a vial for Wafflefox, so he's going to be okay with that. He knows that there's other juice pickups over here. Syrinar now moving in. No vial, so additional movement speed. But you see, oh, that's a predicament right there. But okay, Waffle ends up doing 2 melee attacks, ends up knocking off Syrinar's health through the. Oh my god, did that really just happen? Wafflefox was able to actually do damage into Syrinar's health pool, but they ended up losing the vial by picking up the claw boots. So Syrinar is actually in the pole position now with that vial pickup. Wafflefox now looking to break up some more boxes, looking up some more health pickups, ends up swapping for the, oh god. Waffle's probably kicking himself in the ass right there, but he still can pick up additional juice pickups if he ends up going through the grass right here. Yeah, he ends up finding some more. He's going to go back into the health. But a Dark Gun shot will end his life. Beautiful dodge right there. As Syrinar looking to press. Wafflefox, 15 health left. He's got to heal up, but he's now just pressing. Ends up not finding Syrinar. Syrinar ended up having the vial that he ended up ditching for the claw boots. That was super duper unfortunate that Wafflefox ended up ditching it. If he ended up keeping it, that was 100% his game to win. But I don't think he actually realized that Syrinar was so close to him when he made that swap. But as the gas is coming in, you got to hide the vial. You don't want to keep it in kind of a well-traveled area because then your opponent just takes it away from you. As we saw right there, and GG, Syrinar ends up winning that match. I would say on a Wafflefox mistake there, but Syrinar played that absolutely wonderfully and was able to take out Wafflefox through attrition. GG. K has been chosen. So we are going to Radio Shack / the shooting gallery. Just as a reminder, anyone new to the stream, we do have a giveaway going down right now. Exclamation point giveaway in chat will give you your link for our giveaway. If you do want to watch other 1v1 streams while we have downtime, exclamation point multi will give you our 3 streams that we have running at this current moment. We're on the winner's side of this bracket. You guys can watch the loser's side of the bracket either on Curious Fen stream or Curry Eclair. They're both doing the loser's bracket. They might dip back into the winner's side of the bracket just because how fast we're actually going through this tournament. Pretty incredible, honestly. But it's nice to know that if we have more reps, we can actually get these events going real quickly. Oh, Waffle just realized, so that was an accident. Oh my god. That was not intended? Oh, no. Waffle did throw that game in the dumpster. That is unfortunate, but, you know, you can't beat yourself up over those mistakes. Syrinar with a blue AK. Lots of armors over here. Wow. K2, super stacked with items here in terms of equipment. Even a Rebel Cache to work with. Blue AK hunting rifle. Waffle just holding up position, so it's going to be green AK versus blue. The Waffle's got the inside. Hunting rifle shot will go out for both parties, but not connect. Another shot as both combatants looking to poke each other with the hunting rifle and then start the fight with the AK. After that hit confirm. Waffle with the banana out. Possibly sabotage. Yep, we got a sabotage on that tier 2 armor. Waffle now backing up over here. Good idea to pick up any cartridges. Syrinar will go for the Dark Gun if they can find it. Wafflefox now with the pistol. Knows that there's a blue over here. Ends up going duels. Syrinar over here in the office room. Just making their careful approach around this area. Waffle now going back to sneak rolls. Syrinar now making their way over it in the middle section. So no middle control. Waffle had it, but he ends up passing it away. Syrinar now has the left side, Waffle on the right side. So exchanges of maps, or sides of where they drop on. And Wafflefox will be rocking those pistols up on the northern end here. Syrinar now, like, basically they just trade positions here. Waffle looking to press. He wants to push Syrinar into that that tier 2, take a pip of armor off, and then push Syrinar into that slip. But Syrinar's not slipping on that. Waffle holding up position. Here's Syrinar around the corner. Pistol shots will go out. Waffle knows that Syrinar's now down to 1 hit. Grenade will go out. Will blow up the banana through the fog of war. Waffle will now push up. Shots will go. Waffle swaps. Syrinar with no armor. Syrinar now super low from health. Anything will end up killing him. From Wafflefox now will be healing up. Waffle knows that there's a tier 1 over here, but thinking that Syrinar's in the office room. Syrinar now back up to full health after using that golden cup. Waffle had the opportunity to finish off Syrinar, but Syrinar's back up to fully healed. Takes some damage right there. Waffle will go over and swap for armor. Pre-fire right there by Syrinar. Beautiful play right there. Hunting rifle fadeaway shot trying to finish off Wafflefox, but Wafflefox retreated back, picking up armor. Wafflefox now at T1, 75% going up to full. Syrinar now breaking up some boxes, looking up for some more additional health juice, sitting at 13. Wafflefox pressing with the pistols, hunting rifle. Syrinar doing a fadeaway shot right there, ends up going back over, picks up the tier 1. Now around the corner, Wafflefox with the boxes, pistol shots, and just like that, ended up gunning down Syrinar before the gas actually swooped on in. Wafflefox ties the series at 1. GG. Alright, Wafflefox versus Syrinar. Destination C has been chosen for our final battle between these two combatants. Wafflefox still doesn't know why he ended up swapping the vial. He is actually beating himself up over that. But Wafflefox is a great competitor. I don't think he's gonna like dwell on it. It's more of like he's like, damn it, I really did that, and he's like, damn, why did I stay up to 4 a.m. playing VR? We see a sniper pickup an SMG for Wafflefox. He is super happy about that. Syrinar got T2, T3, and a dart gun. Is that SMG? Do you have your loadout? No, you do not, but you do have strong options there. Shotgun. Wafflefox already over here on the right side looking for additional stuff, and he's doing the GIF special. Pistols and a sniper. Waffle unloading. Did he end up making a... I don't know what he did there, but he ended up, like, draining that pistol. Okay, here we go. Wafflefox is sitting at no armor, though, so it's tier 1 versus tier 2 was 3. Sniper shot. Ends up going. Misses. Pistol shots right there. Waffle looking for that closer with the sniper rifle, and just like that, I couldn't even, like, say what was about to happen there because I knew it was going to happen. Waffle closes it out. Dual sniper. Dual pistols in the sniper. The GIF special, as I like to call it. Takes out Syrinar, and Wafflefox will move on to the next round. GG, winning that set 2-1. Alright. Stealthy Tiger doing his patented no ban. He plays these tournaments, leaving every map on the table. Lave banning. B does not want to play on Mountain. Stealthy Tiger ended up getting 2nd place on our last event. I thought they had an insanely good run, and I thought if anyone was going to take out Dynaze that day, it was going to be him. We're going to see how well they will fight off Lave here. Lave ended up picking up, what was that? That was an M16 out of the crate right there. I had Lave clicked. I just didn't look in the bottom right corner. So, very strong weapon pickup for Lave. Lave will see this tier 2. Stealthy Tiger loves farm. We'll definitely try to take you to attrition here. So, Lave knows that this is Stealthy Tiger's strategy going into this map. So, they'll come prepared. They're going to definitely make sure that, okay, we also got a Thomas gun pickup. So, Lave's got the Wombo combo. So, I like to call this 70 rounds of BS right there. Both very strong guns. Sniper for Stealthy Tiger. As I said before, when it comes to Stealthy Tiger and Sniper, he isn't that great with it, but Every time I insult his sniping skills, he ends up making a beautiful shot, so I'll have to wait and see if that ends up happening. M16 long range ends up stripping off Stealthy Tiger's armor as Stealthy Tiger's just flailing there with the sniper, trying to hit Lave, but not connecting. Stealthy Tiger ends up picking up a tier 2. Lave around the corner with the Thomas. Poke shot right there by Stealthy Tiger. Beautiful play. Was able to actually take off Lave's armor. M16 by Lave, trying to catch Stealthy Tiger, breaking up some grass. And Thomas around the corner. Here comes an emu. Tiger will see it. And unfortunately, all the shots with the sniper are not working right now for Tiger. Tiger's sitting at only 3 shots left in that sniper rifle. Skunk grenade will go out. Tiger knows that Lave's got a Thomas right here, so they do not want to dismount Lave unless they're in a very strong defensive position. There's the M16 for Lave, looking to press on Tiger. And Lave's going to back up, breaking up some more grass. Tiger now going to do the same. We're going to look at Tiger's total. 195 for Tiger, so he's already ready for sudden death if we happen to go into an attrition war. I do also want to note that this map can end here. It is fairly common, actually, even though we've seen in tournaments that attrition usually plays a factor here. But we have seen many rounds. I believe this is the map that the most matches have ended in this, like the zone has been here. And that's just because of its centralized region. Season 1 map, though, it actually was Bamboo. Bamboo actually had the most. Because Bamboo was a giant region before. Now we just have the mansion, and that's it. Tier 2 pickup for Stealthy Tiger. Lave's still sitting at Tier 1. Here comes the gas. Gas will actually cover up most of the arena, but leaving us not a completely attrition war. Not yet. See Tiger ditching the sniper. He only had no shots left in it, but he hit it, so Lave won't be able to use that against him. Lave didn't even have sniper ammo to work with. You see a forker and bananas being placed. Tiger will actually hear that. It's got ninja boots, so you can actually reposition here. Still needs to deal with this this emu. Grenade will go out, but too far. Lave's already there. M16 shots will go out, strip off Tiger's armor. He'll be sad about that. Now retreating back. He knows there's armors down over here. Ends up picking up that armor. Actually, he didn't know it. He kind of over positioned there. Tiger with only a skunk grenade to work with. Repositioning himself. And Tiger around the corner makes a surprise play. Lave wasn't ready. Dogs are barking. I wanted to say something leading up into that. As I said, Tiger's now just going to wait for Lave to come around this corner. And Lave was not ready. If Lave had the Thomas gun out, it would have been her match. And just like that, Tiger ends up busting through the emu's health and the armor and the health of Lave before Lave could finish off Tiger with an M16. Beautiful setup there by Tiger. Reading that Lave was not ready for that sneakiness of Stealthy Tiger. GG, Tiger up in the set 1-0. So our match ID has mom in it. So Stealthy Tiger makes a mom joke. We are going to Destination F. We are going to the Emu Ranch. Away we go. Match number 2 between Lave versus Stealthy Tiger. Stealthy Tiger needs this win to fight Rot. Lave needs 2 in a row to do the same. And then our next match will be Jeff versus Wafflefox. Our 2 Pine Martins, our 2 duo players. They're actually teammates, so teammates will actually be fighting next round. I don't even know why I said farting. They'll be farting around at Destination H because that's what they picked. But we're gonna see what Stealthy Tiger has. Stealthy Tiger ended up getting nothing here. Skunk grenade, some health juice pickup, some tape, but nothing. Completely barren. Lave now over here on the right side. Got T2. Banana in hand for Tiger. Tiger throws out a banana. Throws it behind the bush right there. Still T1 versus T2, but he'll actually make his way into the cage. He'll see it. Dark gun now pick up. Tiger will also have a magnum to work with. So finally found some guns. Lave sitting at dark gun AK. Magnum shots will go out. 4 shots left for Tiger. Tiger goes for a reload. Lave, 3 shots left in that dart gun. Didn't reload that just yet. Long range AK. Ends up not connecting, but the Magnum for Tiger does. Tiger switches over. AK poked by Lave. Tiger will be disengaging. We'll see a blue Magnum. Ends up swapping for it. No, actually. In this situation, I think I would actually go with dual Magnums. There's some baiting you can do to your opponent. If you end up having multiple Magnums, Lave ends up slipping right there. But thankfully, Stealthy Tiger was nowhere to be found. I can't capitalize off that slip. But getting back to it, if you have like 2 of the same weapon, and if your opponent's, especially if it's a weapon with like limited shots, your opponent might be counting bullets and then you switch to the other one and it completely messes up what they're thinking in their head. They're like, what? He just shot 7 times. Oh no! As I'm talking about just shooting people, who needs to shoot someone when you run them over with the hamster ball? Stealthy Tiger says, sorry, but you know what? It's 1v1s. You gotta be prepped for it. Right down through this hole in the wall right there, and Tiger will be victorious, winning the set 2-0. GG. Well, you guys will hear this 2 minutes later, but sorry about spoiling the end of that match. Kind of did that a little early. All right, away we go. Destination H are 2 teammates fighting each other. Wafflefox and Jif got 2nd place in our duos tournament. Who will come out on top? This is honestly, if we were going to say if anyone is evenly matched in this tournament, it is these 2. These 2 know each other's tricks, all their plays. Wafflefox will respect Jif's pistols, as Jif will respect Wafflefox's strategy. If we're going to say who ends up being the strategist, I would definitely say it goes to Wafflefox, but Jif is a monster when it comes to aim. Grenade will go out. Jif looking to press. Ends up eating that hunting rifle shot. We'll swap for this armor. Close range pistol. Wafflefox says, no! I got an SMG, and unfortunately, Jif didn't even land any shots. Waffle will win that one with a perfect. And GG. Quick match at H. Wafflefox now up in the set 1-0. Alright, Jif opting for the Pyramid. We are going to the Thunderdome for our next match, and as that was chosen, Wafflefox said, oh no. Not confident at fighting Jif on his turf. This was the OG map that Jif would take everyone to Pyramid, and he would body them. He would just flatten you. Anyone that he would take here, he would be victorious. He loves this map because of how aggressive you can actually be, but he loves close quarters. He actually ended up face planting there, losing a little bit of time, but Jif makes up that time, thinking that Waffle ended up going middle position here because there was a Rebel cache, but notices that it's not open. Now he knows that Waffle ended up going on the top end over here. Double shotgun there, and see you later, Wafflefox. The oh no was right. It was oh yeah for Jif. Jif ties the series at 1. GG. All right, series tied at 1. Who will be going to the semifinals? And who will be sent to the losers bracket? Will it be Wafflefox or will it be Jif? We will find out at Destination K. Wafflefox loves this map. Jif loves this map. Like, they're both very strong on this map. If Jif finds a hunting rifle, I think Wafflefox is in trouble. Jif looking to press immediately with these dualies. Wafflefox expecting this press, but the double barrage of the pistols, Wafflefox is able to actually get away from those pistols. If it was a purple dualies, Wafflefox would have been dead. but the range from the Blues couldn't finish him off. Wafflefox healing up behind the sign. He's got the shotgun in hand. And Jif looked in the middle area to see if he can actually catch Wafflefox, but realized that Waffle is gone. Waffle was holding up behind the shooting gallery sign, so if Jif ended up approaching, it would have ended up two-tapping him. Didn't happen, though. We see a Gold Cup pickup, and after that quick rush down by Jif, we have a reset. Wafflefox is able to get some breathing room, able to heal up, and Jif going back into the middle area. Wafflefox looking to see if he can catch Jif making an approach. Jif not doing so, but Jif actually acquires himself an emu. Wafflefox probably sighing, going, oh, okay. This is how it's going to be. Grenade will go out for Jif, but Wafflefox already retreated back. Picking up some more health juice pickups. He's sitting at 10, though, so he's got barely anything to work with. 76 for Jif. Shots will go out for Wafflefox, taking some damage into the emu, but that's all right. That's protecting Jif's health and armor. Here comes the emu. Wafflefox. Gotta be ready for those pistols. There goes the pistol shots. Jif down to one shot. Jif retreating back. Has to play this flawlessly. Makes the... Oh! He tried to expect that Wafflefox would be making an approach. Made the aggressive push with the shotgun. But Waffle didn't make the aggressive push. Kind of stayed away. Wow. God. Jif. The ball's on you, man. That was a great surprise aggressive play, but Wafflefox kind of kept his range. If a player actually thought that you were so low, they might have ended up skirting closer and would have died to those shotgun shot. Wow. That's like both players were thinking the same page. Waffle expected Jif to pop around the corner, was ready with the AK, was able to take him out. Wafflefox will be moving on to the semifinals. Jif will be heading to the losers bracket, but losers bracket Jif is scarier than winners bracket Jif. So good luck everyone in losers bracket. Jif's there now. Have fun. All right, Rod versus Stealthy Tiger. I had to use the restroom real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. Destination H is banned. Tiger doing the no ban. We're already in flight, going over to the farm. Our final battle for round 4. We'll be playing semifinals after this. The winner of this will end up fighting Wafflefox. Rot ends up face planting right there. Rot making his comeback to 1v1s. Unfortunately, wasn't able to partake in the previous one. Stealthy Tiger, as I said before, did very well in the tournament. He got second place, so he's looking to repeat that or do better. But he'll have to go through second place Tournament of Champions, Foxx. Also first place winner of the Duos tournament. So, if anyone can do it, Stealthy Tiger can definitely do it. Really depends on how Rod's feeling today. He's got a dart gun, so he's probably happy about that pickup. Tiger's sitting at SMG shotgun. This is Tiger's map, so definitely the map that he picked. Rot actually didn't end up banning this one. He banned ice. Tiger doesn't go to ice. You could have banned his comfort pick, but I think Rot's okay with this map. He knows that Stealthy Tiger's strategy. He's watching the stream. He knows exactly what Stealthy Tiger likes to do here. As we see, Stealthy Tiger likes to sneak around in his little ninja booties. And we'll have actually a fight right here. SMG shot will go out. Ron ends up going down to 1 pip of armor, but he knows there's a 2 down here, so he can go and swap for it. Tiger repositioned himself over here on the right side of the barn, but Rot's already on his left side. All the way out of the barn, looking to reload his weapons. Doesn't even want to reload near anywhere where he thinks that Tiger might be. And he's going to go back into the looting phase. Tiger going to immediately go into the grass here. He's going to be picking up resources. He's already looking at the later on in the match where it might go to an attrition war. So you see he's already smashing grass. Also grabbing some bananas, but he's just throwing them down on the battlefield. Rot, on the other hand, still looking for more resources, but now he's going to go for some mashing of grass. So both players are thinking on the same page. realizing that they haven't really saw each other after that initial engagement, so let me go and pack myself some 200 health juice, getting prepped for an attrition war. Tiger is good at 200. He's also sitting at 5 tape. Rot 195, 5 tape. So the advantage actually goes a little bit into Rot's favor because he has a dark gun, so he can actually go into Stealthy Tiger's health. Tiger now at 200. Back into the farm. Same with Rot. They both actually enter the farm at the exact same moment. Rot will see Tiger for a brief second. You see both actually kind of like, oh, and then they just, disengage. We see a sniper there for Rot, but Rot doesn't use snipers, so that's actually kind of funny because both players actually aren't very strong with snipers, so they're not really going to use that. Both will see each other. SMG will win that trade as Rot ends up losing. Grenade will go out. Tiger almost ran into that. Oh, he's actually doing a little nod right there. He's like, I got to be careful not to do a peek right there against Rot. Rot's grenades are pretty on point right there, trying to prevent Tiger from making an approach as Rot had to back up after taking the shots. Rot sitting at T2, Tiger sitting at T2. Reload for Rot on the dart gun. How many shots has he got? He's got plenty of shots. Ooh, SMG, just as is looking. Tiger will take that damage, but Rot did too, but he's armor to swap towards, so digging into Tiger's health pool, there is a campfire on deck. But Rot will heal up too, so trade of some health juice right there, but the advantage goes into Rot's favor, but Tiger knows that there's still more health pickups over here on the top end of the map, so he can definitely go for those. Rot sitting at 170, so he can also break up. There's a leader right there, so he can definitely pick up that leader, but doesn't look like Rot knows about that. Tiger 162, making his way back down over here in the bottom. At the campfire, Rot now making an aggressive push, but you see Tiger just making some stealthy movement right now. Sees a dart gun, thinking about it, but he's holding up with a shotgun. Might have been better with the shotgun right there, but the long-range SMG actually takes off 1 pip of Rot's armor. Tiger now moving in with the dart gun. 3 shots, now back down to 2 shots. 1 shot left for Rot, 2 shots for Tiger. SMG goes out, but Rot doesn't have a vial, but Rot will be chilling up by this campfire, making sure that he doesn't go into his health juice just yet. He's got to be careful. Tiger reads this. Tiger sees a campfire out. Rot takes some damage, shows a fadeaway shot with the dart gun, but Tiger will just be like, I'd push you off the campfire. This is my campfire now. This belongs to me. Rot, on the other hand, actually ended up losing his armor, so he's going to completely back up, both with golden cups. So both will have golden cup healing. No vials for either party here. There's still some boxes in the middle. So we're back to kind of a neutral state. Both players are going to be drinking up. Rot's going to be smashing some grass while this is happening. 148 health juice for him. Tiger, 96. Tiger is actually in the disadvantage right now. He knows that there's a liter of juice up over here. We'll end up picking that up. Now we're going into the second wave of gas. Rot, 65, sitting at 80% health. Tiger, sitting at 102, needs to start healing up, back down to 50%. Rot now making his way inside the milk bar. There's still more grass to be shredded here on the left side of the map, but Tiger's opting to go to the right side. There's actually very little grass on the right side, so that was a poor play on Tiger's end to go over here, but he's thinking, well, where is Rot? He's got 61 health juice right now, so he's going to end up going into that. But Rot still, well, he's at 0. So actually, ends up slipping on the banana, but that doesn't mean anything here. You just want to be smashing grass. And it looks like Rot is starting to panic. He's not actually breaking up any grass. He's like, damn, where's Tiger at, man? I don't see him. It looks like Tiger actually, oh my god. So close. Tiger sitting at only, I'd say 10%, maybe 8% health right there. And Rot, if he had, god, that's painful to see. Because there was still some grass to actually shred over here on the left side. Right here in this little area. He could have ended up doing a little bit more grass cutting. Could have gotten additional health pickups. And he would have been the one that would have won that match. But Tiger had a little bit more in his tank. He was able to clutch it out. GG. Tiger wins the match. Now up in the set 1-0. GG. Alright, Destination H, we are not going into attrition war, we're going into close quarters warfare. Rot opting for the small map. I'm telling you guys, if you're playing Tiger, just ban M. You know what I ban? I just ban M, period. I don't even play on that map anymore. I realize that I need to do something with it because it seems to be a little too big. It always seems to go to attrition. And since there's so much grass, it's all, you know, it usually benefits the passive player. But we've had some quick games at M2, so it really depends on the player you're up against. Stealthy Tiger with only a tier 1 and tier 2 to work with. Rot will have a tier 3, so I'll be happy with that pickup. Bow pickup for Tiger, but he won't actually pick that up. He's only got a pistol. Ooh, this is rough. Tiger's got to work with his bow. SMG shots will go out for Rot. Rot guarding this tier 2. He's holding it. Wanted to pick it up, but realized, wait, I got a 3. I don't need this. We're going to see how well Tiger can use the bow right here, unless there's something decent out of this Rebel Cache, but he opts not to go for that. Rot now moving in. He's got the stealth boots now. Rot matching movement. Skunk Grenade will go out, blocking that middle section, giving time for Stealthy Tiger to see what's inside this Rebel Cache. We'll find a purple pistol, now rocking dualies. So I'll be happy with that because he needed something to work with that bow. As Rot got an SMG Magnum, definitely good. Needs this SMG shot. Wow, that shot was insane by Rot. Was able to take off Tiger's armor, but quick armor swap will say, you did nothing to me. And you see Rot holding up this position here in the middle near this tier 2 armor, so he can accept taking damage. Tiger now looking to poke with the bow. Dodging. Tiger trying to get away. Rot matching the movement. Tiger's kind of caught here. Grenade will go out. Tiger looking to heal. Rot looking to push. Rot went in, then backed up. Thought Tiger was double backing. Didn't match the movement. Rot with... Oh my god. Oh my god. Rot with the SMG versus Stealthy Tiger with the pistols. If Stealthy Tiger didn't move away when he was using the pistols, I think he would have been victorious right there. Wow. I honestly think it was a tie. And it just rolled into Rod's favor because he's sitting at no health. He's got sliver health. I wish there was some way to tell it was a tie or if it was distance based. But the fallout damage, the fall off damage of the pistols have worse fall off damage than the SMG. So we're gonna say it was that. Rot ends up clutching it out. Now the series is tied at 1. GG. Alright, Destination D for our next match. We are going to Desert Town for our final match of round 4. Stealthy Tiger versus the Revolting Vulpine. Second place winner of the last tournament and second place winner of the Tournament of Champions. Who will be going on to semifinals and who will be sent to the loser's side of the bracket? Will it be Rod or will it be Stealthy Tiger? I don't know. They're both relatively even at D, but we're looking at both players and they don't have armor. There's only a couple of ones here, but we got, never mind, we got a T2 now pick up for Rot. I ended up finding some in one of these houses here as I ended up missing it. Tiger ends up finding himself some armor. You see a hunting rifle shot right there and the hunting rifle thrown on the ground. So we did see Rot end up winning one of the matches by draining a hunting rifle up against his opponent. We're going to see if Stealthy Tiger will fall into that trap. But Tiger doesn't use hunting rifles, so it actually won't matter for him. Maybe other players that would actually work, but Tiger doesn't stick to those one-shot weapons. He does like the shotgun, though. We see a Emu over here on the left side, but Rod ended up not going for that. Tiger will hear it. Picks up claw boots, long-range shotgun, and there you go. Tiger on the Emu. As Rod will ditch that broken armor. Tiger will be pushing back over to pick it up. He's got tier 1 piece of tape, so you can definitely tape that up. As we have a Roland, Rot moving about. Tiger will see it. He's going to use this time to actually go for some grass cutting. He's looking ahead already again. He's looking, maybe this might go to attrition. D sometimes does go to attrition. Rot ends up popping back on, ends up saying, hey man, He left this emu here. I'm going to grab it for myself. There's some coconuts for him to actually end up eating, healing up that emu. A Stealthy Tiger will just be collecting up more resources. Rot will probably be doing the same thing, but he's got a health point buffer known as the Giant Emu. Gonna take a look and see. We got Stealthy Tiger with 10 bananas. Not using any of them right now to place any traps. We also have a Rebel cache up over here on the northern end. Ron will actually pop and see what's inside. He's like so close. He's like, man, this is so close to the border. Sees a blue pistol out of it. He's like, nah, I don't need that. And it's blue magnum shotgun for Stealthy Tiger. Rot, pistols, and shotgun. Gonna go over here and see what's in this side. The last Rebel cache, bow. Rod's probably like, ew, bow. I don't want that. Why couldn't you be a Jag 7? Stealthy Tiger, on the other hand, will just pick up the sparrows, but not pick up the bow. Bow might become a factor later on in the match. If we go to sudden death, the bow pierces, so it can do some health damage. Sometimes that'll make or break the actual match. Tiger, throwing out some bananas now. In some well-traveled areas. See him just spreading them out. Doesn't have a forker. Rocking, still the same loadout, so he's not going to go anything else. You saw this area is rather barren in terms of the equipment, so this is what we got. This is what Tiger's going to bring to the party. As Rod's going to bring the emu to the party. Tiger ended up ditching all those bananas right there. Rod will see it. We're going to take a look at the health point total. 200 for Rod, 200 for Stealthy Tiger. Gas will be moving in. Looking at an attrition war. Both parties have full health use. So it's tied. Really depends on who has that right control. Tiger, grenade. Will connect. Rod's already out of the way. Rod holding. Now moving. It's like, well, I'm waiting for you to shoot so I can actually make my decision here on this emu. Grenade will go out. Won't do anything. See Rod doing a little bob on the emu. Just he's like playing patiently. Knows that as long as he has the right side of the map when the gas comes. No, there's, oh my god, there's so many coconuts and these aren't being denied. Neither player is picking up these coconuts, but you see a denial on the campfire right there. Rod's going to use the emu to heal up and use that campfire, so that will not be an option. Rod's actually going for these coconuts too, so yeah, he's removing any type of X factor. It's going to come down to what's in the tank and who has that right side of the map. A lot of patient play. Tiger's looking for a Rot. Like, this is not like a Tiger running away or anything. They're looking for each other, but not having any luck. The times that Rot ends up running into Tiger, Tiger doesn't want to actually get the engagement because Rot has on an emu. He wants to approach that properly. Thank you for the raid, Curious. Much appreciated. Rot over here on the bottom end. He's going to be riding the right side of the map. Tiger ended up going into the gas later than Rot because Rot was holding up the bottom position. He's got a coconut here. Tiger now pushing down on the bottom, thinking this, like, where is he at? There's the emu right there. Tiger just cruising around. He's looking for coconuts, but it's not like one down over here. Ends up slipping on his own banana. Rod's still sitting at 200. He's got a vial, though. Ooh. Okay, never mind. Rod has a vial going into this, so that might have been his game plan from the get-go. Knew that he could definitely take Tiger. Rod ejects off his emu. Tiger gonna go back into drinking. You see Rod holding up position over here. Some grass still to be cut. Stealthy Tiger throwing out some shots. Second wave of the gas moving on in. Tiger throwing out some shots. Rod cruising about. He's got the vial, taking less damage, moving extra fast. Tiger needs to make a decision here if he wants to look for Rot or not. Rot now healing up again, as this is the last gulp that Tiger's going to actually break into. This is kind of you want to hold up and try to find your opponent here. Hold up next to grass or some boxes. Your opponent will come to you in this sudden death situation because they're looking for additional health use. Pickups. Stealthy Tiger at 39, going back down to half health. Rot sitting at full health. That Vile's helping out so much. We'll run into Stealthy Tiger. Stealthy Tiger will shoot out some shots right there, going back into his health. Rot still sitting at 11, but he's at 50%. Tiger with no health left. And it looks like Tiger will just end up bleeding out right here as Rot's in the bottom right position. That is unfortunate for Tiger, as he ends up being beat by his own game right there. Rot with the Vile. That Vile definitely saved him right there. Ended up absorbing plenty of damage. Was able to allow him to actually run away from that last engagement healthy. Well, you're in the gas, you're still taking damage, but healthy enough to actually be able to disengage, heal up, and be okay. Rot will go on to the next round, winning that set 2-1. GG. Rot will be fighting off Wafflefox in our next set. Alright, we're on our semifinals match. Wafflefox versus Rot. We are going to play to best of 5. First to 3 wins. D and A are banned. We are going to Destination H for our first match. Close quarters action. Coming at you. Wafflefox changing his look, putting on the cool guy shades. Rot with, oh god, he's got nothing. I see an armor pickup all the way on the top. Jag 7 for Wafflefox. Rot, still no armor. We'll run back to the bathroom, pick up this tier 1 armor. Rot will be fighting tier 1 versus tier 3. Jag 7. There's another pistol there was, so Waffle can pick that up. Blue SMG pickup, that is definitely what Rot needed here. Is Wafflefox will be making his way over to the bathroom. We'll see this other pistol. We'll end up picking that up, so now he's got dual pistols of the purple kind. Rot still sitting at no armor. He's just got this one. It basically feels like nothing, but will prevent him from dying to a shotgun hit to the face. But Waffle's looking to open with the pistol here. Rot not picking up the green AK. He's still going to use blue SMG shotgun. Ends up trying to reload the shotgun, but Waffle heard that click. Ends up peeking around the corner with some shots. They don't connect. Rot now throwing out some shots as well. Trying to hit Wafflefox making an approach, but Waffle's making the approach over here on the left side. Rot moving back over to middle control. Got a grenade. Wafflefox runs right into that grenade. Ends up taking massive amounts of damage, but he's got 95 to heal up. Throws some skunk grenades, blocking off the actual passageway. He's going to be able to heal up. Rot thinks that he's healing up over here in the center. Makes the right read. He could have been healing up on the right side, but not the case. Waffle looking to heal up some more. More pistol shots will go out. Grenade will go out, and Wafflefox will eat it again as the movement was red. Kobe'd from downtown. Rot will be your winner. Now up in the set 1-0. GG. Alright, back to Destination H. Wafflefox refuses to let this map go. He wants to defeat Rot here. Or be sent to the loser's bracket. We'll see. Wafflefox can tie it up, or Rot will go 2-0 in the set. I think if that ends up happening, Waffle will pick a different map. But for now, to H we go. Same drop spots as before. And if Waffle does lose this map, I think K will be his destination that he'll pick for the next one. I don't want to say that he's going to lose this. But he's just got to stop running into grenades. That's his huge problem. He seems to always run into them. He loves eating green pineapples. Rot with the Rebel Cache will find himself a purple pistol. He's got T2. Ends up picking up another pistol, so he's got dual purple pistols. Waffle, on the other hand, has got shotgun AK. We'll pick up this Magnum. Out of the Rebel cache, we'll find a blue SMG. Shots will go out. Rot looking to press, but no, he's just holding up. Didn't want to run into the pre-fire of Waffle. Waffle now back into the bathroom side. Rot over here in the middle. Making a little jittery movement, but just holding up position, waiting for Waffle to make his move. Some more shots by Wafflefox. Now reloading over here, taking middle control. Rot looking to press. Grenade will go out, but Rot's not there just yet. Waffle around the corner, ends up landing 2 shots, but doesn't press on that. Putting Rot down to no armor. Rot's going to tape up. Waffle wasn't close enough to actually hear that. He'll be disengaging. Now matching the movement. Caught Rot over here on the bottom, but Rot ends up getting away, getting himself a more defensive positioning here. Rot here, just waiting in the bathroom. Jeez, this poking's insane. Both players don't want to push up just yet. Oh, as I say that, I eat my own words. Wafflefox ends up ready to go with that AK as Rot decided to push up against that T1 armor. Wafflefox will be victorious. GG, tying the set at 1. Waffle lets loose and oh no, we're going to Rot's preferred map. We are going to Destination B. Yeah, Waffle's even admitting, he's like, I'm not really good on this map, but I really don't want to go to Desert Town. So he ended up using that as his ban. Rot doesn't actually go to Desert Town. So, joke's on you, Waffle. He'll actually go Stage, Pyramid, or Mountain, I believe, are his 3 maps of choice, but you ended up banning a map that he doesn't really pick. Maybe that was a pick that he doesn't want to actually play on D. Just removing it from the rotation. It's just odd. I noticed that some players don't actually ban, like, preferred maps that their opponents like to play on. They just pick the maps that they're like, well, I don't want to play on this map. It's like playing against Wafflefox, you just ban H. Because you'll actually put him on tilt too, because he's like, why do you ban the best map in the game? Is what he'll say. You can irritate your opponent by banning their favorite map. Do it! Do it. Take out their favorite map. No armor for Rot, but he ends up picking up a tier 1, making his approach into this area. We got a bow for Wafflefox. Wafflefox heard Rot making the approach. It's tier 1 versus tier 2. Shots will go out. Waffle connects. Picks up a crossbow. Full Sparrow ammunition too with that crossbow is going to be good. Wafflefox ends up taking a pip of damage from the skunk grenade. I don't think that was on purpose. There was some mushrooms to heal up in the middle area, but he's not actually going to go for that. Rot now making his way over here on the right side. This map is fairly big, so we might go to attrition again. Really depends. Both players are relatively adaptive in their gameplay, so based off of how long their feet are on the ground in this match, we'll see if it actually go to attrition. This map's fairly large, so we might actually have the game end here. We don't know until the gas actually spawns and pushes in. SMG shots will go out. Won't connect for Waffle, but will connect for Rot. Waffle goes down to tier 1 versus tier 2. Rot now pushing in. He's got some ninja boots. Waffle, on the other hand, doesn't have any special pickups. There is a forker, though. That'll be nice for him to pick up, but he's got to scout it. He's got some claw boots, so he can definitely grind that grass in the middle area and actually get some additional resources. Rot wasn't actually able to take advantage of Wafflefox screwing around with that rat. That rat has killed a couple of our combatants before. As he keeps talking, he annoys the opponents. He annoys the player, and they shoot it, but their opponent is nearby and actually take advantage of it. So this is going to be SMG versus SMG, but Wafflefox will be breaking up some boxes, so he's in melee mode right now. Rot's with the ninja boot, so he's going to be stealthy. Pushing into Wafflefox. As Wafflefox is like, well, I don't see him, but I'm going to collect resources just so I'm ready in case the attrition battle happens. He's getting lots of stuff here. He's throwing out some bananas. Got lots of grenades, too. Rot, we'll hear that box go down. There's some SMG shots traded by both parties, but you see Rot with the bow. Waffle going to tape up. Rot's still sitting at T0 versus Waffle's tier 1. Now Rot's backing up. Crossbow for Waffle, looking for this hit. Oh, makes a beautiful hit here. Wall hack's enabled, so he's going to push. Oh, but the pre-fire by Rot was able to actually connect against Wafflefox as he made that approach, so Wafflefox only actually need to tape up. Rot just holding up position here, waiting for Waffle to make the approach, as Waffle ends up ditching the wrong item. You saw him throw the tape down on the ground, but that wasn't what he wanted to throw. Here comes the gas, looking at 196 for Wafflefox, as Rot sitting at 116. Rot around the corner, looking to see if he can catch Wafflefox, but Wafflefox is still in just loot mode, looking for everything that he can possibly find. Okay, SMGs will go down, but Wafflefox had the crossbow out. He's got wall hacks enabled after tagging Rot with that. Rot will be backing up. No, Rot's looking to press. He knows that Wafflefox lost both his armor. Both pips of armor. SMG shots will go out. And again, Waffle will just go and pick up more armor. Crossbow shot connects. Rot super low here. If that crossbow shot connects, that'll be all she wrote to Rot. Rot looking still to push up. He's got that wall hacks enabled, so he knows exactly where Waffle is looking to hit with that bow, but even a hit with the bow wouldn't actually take out Wafflefox, but the damage has been done. The damage went into Rot's health, as Rot's just sitting at 35. No tape either. Tier 1 versus Tier 1. Waffle holding up position here. Looking to catch Rot. Ends up catching him right there. Took a little bit less damage from the gas as the gas ended up moving on in. Wafflefox will be victorious just as attrition mode was enabled. Wafflefox wins the set. I'm sorry. Doesn't win the set. Wins the match. Potentially winning the set and going to finals. He needs one more to do that. And again, another pyramid pick. This time by Rot, looking to put a tie up on the board. Waffle looking to close this out, but Waffle already saying, oh no, not pyramid. So, will this be another loss for Wafflefox at pyramid, or will he finally be able to make his way to the finals for our 1v1 tournament? Rot's extremely strong here, picking E2, dropping bottom end. Wafflefox will be dropping at E1 on the top end. See a Rebel Cache here. Waffle can quickly grab this SMG and make his way, pick up a tier 2. Tier 1 for Rot. Rot picking up the hunting rifle. Not really strong in terms of armor or equipment. Rot goes for this Rebel Cache. Wafflefox says, no, I want this passageway opened up. Opens it up over here on the left side. Wafflefox going for secret room. No, he's not, but a Rebel Cache opened up. Wafflefox will see that Rebel Cache opened up. He backs up over here, picks up a dart gun out of that. Rot looking to press. Holding up position. Both players actually wait at pretty much the exact same moment. Waffle ends up making a swap on that tier 2. SMG shots. Waffle ends up winning that trade. Rot goes down to no armor. Waffle will be like, well, I got this position. No, he actually doesn't go for it. Oh, that's the time to actually go and open everything up. And your opponent will have to back up and tape up. Waffle doesn't go for that. Rot making his way up over here. Going for the secret room. Opens it up. Nothing inside, really. Usually there's armors in here, but that's not the case. Waffle being patient. Silenced pistol will be Rot's reward. He'll be happy about that pickup. As Dart Gun Wafflefox. There's a silenced pistol. More SMG shots. Rot's kind of caught here, but he had plenty of time to actually move away as Waffle decided to go to the skunk grenade to throw it out. That gave Rot the opportunity to leave that area. Reload for Rot. Same with Waffle. Rot looking to leave this area. Shots will go out. The SMG poking by Wafflefox. All these shots end up connecting. Rot now sitting at below 50% health. Got to be extra careful. Grenade will go out. Waffle was ready this time. Not going to eat that green pineapple. Silence pistol shots for Rot. Another grenade will go out. Waffle looking depressed now. Realizing that Rot still hasn't had any armor. He can make that press. Rot ends up eating the Dark Gun shot, and he says, that's it. I'm in yellow health. That's it for me. And Wafflefox will be making his way to the finals for the first time. GG. You see how excited he is right there. GG, Wafflefox. You win that set 3-1, as I say that correctly there at the end. GG, Waffle. Alright, for those of you new joining the channel, welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying our tournament. We do this every other Saturday. We also do duo tournaments on this channel. As I don't have the right screen there. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's losers round 5, not the semifinals. Alright, there we go. Destination H is where we're going. Jeff ended up banning L, Lave banning B. Also, besides welcoming you to the channel, I also want to let you guys know that we have a giveaway going down. Exclamation point giveaway in chat will give you an opportunity to win, potentially win a $10 Steam gift card. That is given out at the end of our tournament. And away we go. Jif versus Lave. This is still, this goes back down to best of threes. First of 2 wins. Jif's got his combo there. Pistol, hunting rifle. Lave has to be very wary of that, but there's plenty of armors to actually hop back to. Gonna end up picking up some more health juice right over there on the left side. Jif looking to approach. Hunting rifle will go out. Pistol, close range, but Magnum will not be the proper weapon to go into that situation. But as you see, Lave had Magnum, Dark Gun against Jif's pistols. That is not what you want. And unfortunately for Lave, that was Jif's game right there, as a loadout was definitely into his favor. GG, Jif up in the set 1-0. Oh, Jif's actually just banning stage. Just because he doesn't have any practice on it, so he doesn't actually want to play on it. Okay. Yeah, I guess that is right. Jif really hasn't been going into our 1v1 practices. He's just been kind of practicing. He's been playing a lot of single player games lately. But you can't, it doesn't show, right? His gameplay is always top notch. And Jif just needs one more to continue on in this tournament, as Lave is, this is it. She ends up losing this one. She's out of it. But I do have to thank Lave for helping me run the dice. We have our maps and stuff picked prior to our games that we actually end up loading up on the screens, so we can get these games going much faster. But right now, we're not going to talk about Lave's tournament career. She's sitting at tier 3, season of the 3, got a shotgun and SMG. Jif, on the other hand, has Dark Gun AK, so interesting loadout for Jif, but he definitely likes Dark Guns as of late. AK shots connect, but Dark Guns for Jif. Jif no armor, Skunk Grenade will go out. Shotgun, long range shotgun won't connect. AK now, Jif now 2 shots from death. That AK nerf into play right there, as Jif would have been dead if it was the old update. Jif lives, but with no health. Needs to find armor, ends up scooping up that T2. Lave sitting at half health, but got plenty of time to heal up. Jif is going for his health juice, 65 for him. Lave will be healing up, but not going up to full. Shots will connect. Jif looking for some more health. Jif will see this happening over here through the fog of war. Throwing out some more shots. Dark Gun shot connects. Lave's just going to disengage here. After taking that hit, she didn't have enough health juice to actually deal with an additional shot to the chest with the Dark Gun, so Jif was able to actually push Lave away. So Lave was the one that was in the pole position there, until Jif was like, no, go away. Here's some darts to your face. Lave now going up to full, she might actually go up to full health there. You kind of have to against a Dark Gun. So now back up to a 3-tap. Jif still picking up health, throwing out a grenade, expecting Lave to make an approach, but that didn't actually happen there. Dark Gun shot. Second one, third. 2 shots left for Jif. AKs go out for both parties. But Lave said, got you in my sights. We'll take out Jif as Jif's trying to dance around, throwing out some more dark gun shots. He was letting it all ride on the dark gun there. But Lave was actually able to dodge the shots. The set's now tied at 1, leading us to a decisive final battle between these two combatants. And Jeff realized that he made an error when he dropped down. He's like, oh god, this isn't in bounds. Lavi's like, I got tier 3. I had 3. I was going to win that match. Well, unfortunately, or fortunately, if everyone's allowed to screw up once, I just allow this rule just to fly because I think, you know, it's good nature of the tournament. Jiff will have a hunting rifle and a magnum. Lave will have SMG to work with. Jiff going immediately for this rebel cache. We'll be opening it up. We'll find a pistol. Gotta be extra careful. Double pistol right there, and that's it. Lave will be out. GG. Even with the tier 3, if it was the exact same situation, Jiff would have still blown Lave out of the water there. And Jiff will clutch it out, winning the set 2-1. GG. All right. Tournament of Champion combatants. Here we go. Frost versus Jiff. Jiff ended up pushing Frost into the loser's bracket after 2-1. Will Jiff do it again? Will Jiff knock Frost out of the tournament, or will Frost make the adjustments to actually deal with the onslaught known as Jiff? Jiff in the loser's bracket is a completely different beast. When his back is up against the wall, he plays so much better. And we're looking right here. Frost is going to have T2 versus Jiff T1, but Jiff's already making his way into middle position. He has a grenade in hand. Is he going to throw it out? No, he's going to throw AK shots. Frost with no armor realizes, man, I got to be careful here. Ends up picking that up, but he really wanted that SMG. Catches Jiff around the corner. Ends up landing one shot. AK shots by Jiff. Ends up one connecting. Jiff throws a grenade out. Got a magnum in hand. Frost holding up position around the corner. Skunk grenade for the middle position. Perfect toss right there, as that zone is completely blocked off. Jiff making his way around, picking up more resources. Frost will be making his way down over here on the bottom. He's going to break up some boxes. Jiff will see if he can catch Frost. Ends up seeing Frost. AK shot to go out, but not connect. Shotgun around the corner, and a 2-tap by Jiff. Oh my god. What a god. Jiff with the shotgun. Oh my god. Perfectly lined up and takes out Frost. Oh my god. Just like that, Jiff is ahead in the set 1-0. Alright, I realized that I didn't have the predictions. Old predictions from the last round were still there, but now we made the adjustment. Just for everyone new joining us, if you were just watching Curry's stream, didn't know about the main stream, you guys can enter in a $10 Steam gift card giveaway! Giveaway in chat. We'll give you a link. Click on that link, fill out the stuff there, and we're gonna have that go out at the end of our tournament, which we're in the losers semis. Then we have the losers finals, and then we have our finals actually occur there. Jiff here, blue AK, picks up the dark gun. Frost with T1. Jiff looking to press. We'll see that rebel cache open up, and he's looking to press, but he's got this dark gun. I don't think he really wants this dark gun, but he actually ends up... Dude, this chair is absurd. It blocks everything. I hate it so much. Damn it, Clog. Why did you place it there? Frost's going to be breaking up some grass. He's going to see this Emu, ends up kicking the Emu, but As that's happening, Jif opens up a Rebel Cache and finds himself a power weapon known as a Jag 7. So he's got that anti-emu technology. Jag 7 shot will go out. Frost looking to run away. Jif looking to close in. Jif lagging a little bit, but looks like it's okay now. Skunk Grenade will go out. AK shot ends up connecting right there. Was that an AK? No, that was a pistol shot ended up connecting. AK for Jif. Jif looking to press right there. Jif throwing out a barrage right here. Jif is caught, but ends up eating the pistol shots as he made a peek. He wanted his way out, had time to drink, but he didn't do so. Had tape to tape, but didn't do so. He just wanted to leave, but Frost caught his movement pattern down and ties it up at 1. GG, beautiful pistol play there by Frost. And yes, we are. We are going to Destination F for our next match. F2 for Jif, F1 for Frost. The winner of this will fight Rot. And losers finals. We still have a couple more matches to go through because both these players need to win 2 more to fight Rot. Who's going to actually get ahead here? Your guess is good as mine, guys. Both these players are the best 1v1 players in the game. So, like, I mean, our finals are legitimately what I was expecting to. Maybe Syrinar. But Wafflefox is playing out of his fucking mind right now. So, that's why he is in winners finals. Jif, the pistol, picking up a secondary one. Frost already making his way to the ranch, ends up picking up a shotgun. Jif waiting over here next to the barrel, says, no, I don't want this SMG. I'm out of here. I need to find armor. Don't want Frost to find me. Frost now backing up over here on the left side. Has shotgun, blue SMG, opens up the switch. He feels safe with the hamster ball protecting him. And Jif will have Dark Gun AK. There was a Rebel Cache inside the Emu cage, but he's not going to go for that. So Jif had this combo before. He's going to use it again. We'll see the hamster ball. Throws out some AK shots. Frost ends up eating all the shots right there. Frost holding up cover right there. Jif just gets rid of the balls. Dark Gun shot. Jif needs to retreat. Oh, the dart. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Not like this, Frost. Oh, you had Jif dead, but Jif recognized that he was dead throughout AK shots before the ticks of the Dark Gun would kill him. Oh my God, Frost. That is a rough but amazing play by Jif. Jif ends up pulling it through with the AK shots. Jif now up in the set, 2-1, GG. Alright. Jif needing 1 more to fight Rot. Frost needs 2 in a row. Needs to win back-to-back, especially on a map that Jif gets to pick. But Frost is going to make his comeback at the Ice Palace. Frost will be dropping at A1, Steak Sauce. Jif will be dropping at A2, the bottom wall. Frost's going to take a peek inside the Ice Palace to see exactly what we got in here. A bow, some Rebel caches. We see a Rebel Cache tier 3 up over here on the top right, but he's not looking for that. They're looking for claw boots. Jif will end up acquiring himself Dooley's purple variant, and we'll see a hunting rifle. So Jif's good on his loadout. Unless he sees a power weapon, that's what he's going to play this match. He already has it. Hunting rifle, purple Dooley's. Frost going for the cache. Will find himself a Dark Gun. Jif is going to be using the hamster ball. He opened up a cache, but didn't see anything good. Lots of Rebel caches here, so potential power weapons here. And we'll have to wait and see if any of these power weapons could pop out of these Rebel caches. Frost likes this area. He's a hamster ball user, so getting the additional speed on the hamster ball. They actually do, I believe, 128 on the ice, so you don't even need to be going what we consider max speed, because max speed's actually faster than normal, because you actually end up moving faster with the balls on the ice. We see claw boots for Jif, so Jif will enjoy himself on the ice. We see 10 bananas for Frost. Another tier 3 will make its appearance. More bananas will go out. Jif will see this. Some battle balls. but Jif doesn't care. There's a pistol barrages. None of them hit. Jif looking to land it. There goes the quick swap. Frost makes the armor swap. Jif looking to press with the hunting rifle. Makes the armor swap. Frost makes a wrong read right there. Grenades will go out by Jif. Jif looking to press again. Really wants these pistols to land. The AK. Frost hiding behind the table. Beautiful. Like using that barrier to give yourself a wall so Jif couldn't make that push. And we saw a banana heal in the middle of the battle. The armor swap and everything that Frost did was in his favor. Beautiful play there. Jif wanted to continue his aggressive play, and it just didn't work. Frost was able to actually deal with it. And Frost ties the series at 2, pushing us to a final battle. GG. Well played, Frost. That was insane. That was like, it didn't look like much like us watching it from up top, but the fog of war that Frost was using was like centimeters, like just the tiniest bit of room where the shots can actually hit Jif as he makes an approach. And for our final battle between these two amazing players, we are going to Destination J, our shipyards. This is the first shipyards of the day, at least on this stream. Maybe we had some on other streams, but this is not a common map. But it is a fun map. If you guys do 1v1s or ever interested in doing ones, I highly recommend going to this area because through the regular BR mode, games just don't actually fight. Like, we don't have fights in this area. Same with Desert Town. Like, D and J, those maps, you really don't get into skirmishes there. You usually kind of loot and move on from there. But actually, if you fight here, it's really fun. The fog of war, the sight lines that you get, going in and out of the shipping containers and stuff. It's a lot of stuff to actually like do here, and it is relatively close quarters, so it goes into Jif's favor. I believe that he's better at close quarters. If I do have to say who's better at that, that is definitely Jif. Frost will have a shotgun to work with, but no armor. He'll have to go down a little bit to pick up that tier 1. Another tier 1 over here, so thankfully no one gets screwed on actual loot. Jif now making his way over here. He's got a pistol. Picks up the T1. Looking for Frost. Got a pistol. Trying to land 2 shots here to finish him off with the hunting rifle. Ends up hopping back into that ball. Throwing out some shots right there. More shots with the pistol. And he's got dualies, but it's dual basic pistol. He didn't even bother seeing if there was another one on the map. Jif now going up on the top here. We'll see a blue SMG, but not opting for it. Says that the pistols are his forte, and he'll actually maintain using them throughout the match. No armor for him. Frost, on the other hand, does have armor. Frost will see this hamster ball. He's going to wait up. He's going to hop into the ball. No, he's going to break it. Jif will be reloading his pistols. Be making his way back down over here on the left side. Frost will pop the Rebel Cache. Will find himself a blue bow out of the Rebel Cache, as he's looking for basically better armor right now. He's got a green SMG. Jif didn't opt for that. There is one more tier 1 out on the battlefield. Frost ends up picking up that forker. That might actually be key here. And the hunting rifle shot will connect. Jif ends up reloading. Frost, we're going to look and see how much tape he has. He's got 3 tape to work with. Jif making his way. Oh, he skipped over that armor again. More shots will go out for Frost with the SMG. Jif holding up position. Active reload. No, he's just doing a regular shot right there. 8 shots left in that hunting rifle. Frost holding up position. Catches Jif. As you see, Jif's movement was insane. His movement to dodge that was insane. Oh my god. Oh, but didn't matter. Frost was ready for you to pop around that corner at that very moment with the SMG and took you out. GG. Frost moves on to the next round, winning the set 3-2. Well played, Jif. Well played, Frost. That set was incredible. Alright, losers finals. Frost versus Rot. the Revolting Vulpine, our super content creator, with his own character in the game. Versus Frost, Tournament of Champion winner, Season 1 and Season 2. Rot, the Duos champ. So both of these players have tournament wins under their belt. The winner of this will be coming out of the losers bracket looking for their win against Wafflefox. They have to win twice against Wafflefox. Shotgun shot will go out. Will actually strip the armor. Rot holding up position on the T2. AK shots will go out. SMG looking to press Frost as Frost ends up disengaging for a brief moment. And it looks like after that skirmish, both parties will just go and heal up. Wow. I was like, wanted to say what was going to happen next. Introducing our players. The players are just like, nah, fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just fight each other, man. Let's get at each other's throats. Let's end it at B real fast. But it looked like neither player wanted to commit to that fight. It was beautiful positioning on Rot. But he couldn't actually finish off Frost. Frost tried to do the same with shotgun shots from afar, but that didn't actually work. Frost being patient. He's going to end up taping up that 3. Had a banana wall right here. Frost made his way over here. AK shot will end up going into will go into Rot. Rot ends up double backing over, picking up a tier 1. Frost ends up taking the SMG shot right there. Frost ends up going back to 1 armor. T1 versus T1. Frost looking to knock this Emu into range, but he ended up kicking him away. Frost ends up taking some damage. He ends up leaving that area. Says, alright, I'm done with this. Rot. We'll see what's inside the Rebel cache. A silenced pistol will be found and acquired. Silenced pistol, hunting rifle for Rot here. And he's going to be looking to do the GIF combo himself. Rot holding up, not holding up. Frost holding up here. Rot hops into the hamster ball, but ends up being denied by Frost's dual pistols. Sorry if I trip over my words, guys. I am kind of lacking on my sleep right now. But I'm still trying to provide you guys with an entertaining commentary here. Frost dualies right here, trying to throw him down at Rot. Rot ends up landing beautiful silenced pistol shots into Frost. Frost is going to be forced to disengage. He's going to heal up over here next to this barrel. He likes doing this. He likes moving back into a position where if you push, he has some sort of environmental advantage. There's the silenced pistol shots into Frost, but Frost could not end up using the pistols fast enough. And if I think the guns might have jammed there, I think Frost went too ham on those pistols. And or he ended up dodging, but Rot just held his ground right there with the silenced pistol and blew away Frost. Rot now up in the set 1-0. GG. All right. K has been chosen. Frost, I would say that this is the most popular map that Frost plays on. I don't think he first picks K, but this is definitely a fallback map that he will always go to if it isn't banned. Frost will be dropping over here at the left side. Ron will be dropping at the right side. Looking over here on the right side, we see tier 1's SMG, a hunting rifle, and a pistol. However, for Frost, we're going to see Thickums kind of on the outskirts there, blue SMG, and a shotgun, and a bow to actually use. Frost does use bows. He's looking to press. Gonna throw some bananas right there, but grenade will go out. Just expecting Frost to kind of be holding up position there. Frost will know that Rod will be making his approach from the bottom. SMG shots will go out, and couldn't get away from those. Rod tried to escape, but it's out in the open. The SMG was able to just annihilate him, and just like that, Frost ties the series at 1. GG. This is our second Villas game. Our first Villas game was actually at the start of the stream. We had Elemental end up fighting Comic at the Villas, but now we shall return to an interesting map because it's just not really picked. Like, I'll say a lot of maps are not really picked, but Villas is definitely in my. I would say this is the least picked map because A is banned, so I don't consider a map like as this map's never banned. It's always open, but no one picks it. Whereas if A is just banned, no one likes that map. No one likes ice. Frost likes ice. That's why Rot ended up banning A. But this map's interesting, especially after the new update where they added mushrooms to this area. Actually makes it even more sustainable in terms of like grabbing like health. Um, and it makes it engagements on the inside here in the forest area even more interesting. We see Frost immediately making a mad dash down over here to the left side. He's got tier 1. Tier 3 for Rot. He got a 3 out of that Rebel Cache. Dark Gun for both parties, though. Shots will go out, but neither of them will connect. And it looks like Rot will be scoping out the northern end as he scouted, dropping down, and it was complete trash. So he's like, Frost, you enjoy the loot here. The top end probably has better crap than I did. We see a SMG, no Rebel Cache that spawned next to this crate. I'm sorry, this explosive barrel. But we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with Frost. He's gonna probably be smashing grass here, looking for additional pickups. As both players ended up that really just happened. Oh, but Rot with the return fire. Oh my god. Was able to read Frost's movement and land that second Dark Gun shot. Frost has to spend this time healing up. Rot will definitely use these mushrooms to heal up, preserving his health juice. That shot was sick. Rot, oh my god, calm down, man. But Rot needs to reload his Dark Gun, so Frost has an advantage here, but he actually doesn't end up taking it. He's just going to smash some grass looking for some additional health pickups. He's worried about taking more hits to Rot after that 6th shot, that pre-fire around the corner that, well, if one other hit ended up landing onto him, he was dead. Frost's going to hold up position right here behind this tree as Rot's going to use this time to go and smash some boxes. He's like, well, I did some damage into you. You're probably going after grass. So I'm going to use this time to actually go on the opposite end of the stage and smash some boxes. So grass versus boxes. Boxes have the advantage of you getting additional tape out of it, but both players are actually using Dark Guns as openers. So they're going straight into each other's health pools. So the tape doesn't really mean much. However, you're still able to get skunk grenades, regular grenades, and some ammo pickups, whereas grass only gives you bananas, health pickups. That's it. Like, nothing really good. But Rot's immediately smashing grass. He's expecting this to go possibly to attrition. Here comes the first gas phase. As we look at our map, we are not going into sudden death. This is in the middle. We might actually have the circle end here. I ended up doing this as a practice against Curry. The moles spawned here twice. So that is potentially on the table for this match. Based off this circle, that is a possibility. Dark Gun shots, pre-fires right there by Rot. Trying to hit Frost popping around the corner, but that actually won't happen. Rot over here on the left side. Frost back over here on the right side, smashing up some more boxes. Gas will start coming in. Mole will spawn soon. We'll see if our circle might end here. Mole's a good indication of the circle actually ending in the general area. If the first mole spawns, you can say maybe. Second mole, that's a given. The mole always spawns in the center, the circle in the second. Alright. Mole's over up here near the lab, so there is a potential that the match might end here. Might end in Bamboo or Emu Ranch. However, we see this wall established right here of potassium. We're going to see if that area being cut off might factor into either Frost or Rot's victory. Rot's going to move over here, see this, and be like, well, you can just walk past this wall. It's not a complete wall. However, these type of walls are interesting. You can run past it and then throw a banana behind you. And by doing so, you basically close the wall off. So it's Rot's seeing this area filled with bananas. Kind of have a general indication of where Frost is at. Gas is moving in. 23 more seconds until we get our next gas phase. These dart guns. How many darts does Frost have? Only 12 left. Rot with the SMG's got 13 left, so it might end up switching guns here soon enough. Rot around the corner. Frost looking to land these pistol shots, but none of them land. Dart gun for Rot. Ends up going... Oh, man, the hitbox was tilted there as Frost was reloading. SMG shot right into Frost. Frost ends up losing the armor, but disengaging. We'll see this too. Wants to go for this too, but Rot is holding up position over there, protecting it. Frost ends up reloading. Just going to tape. Probably I'll double back to that too not momentarily, but soon. Gas will be moving in, but we see a vial for Rot, so gas will be in the favor of Rot. As our next gas phase, circle, still within this zone. Not going to sudden death right away. There is a campfire. Campfire can be popped. You take a little bit of damage from the gas and then move over. More bananas. This entire area is just filled with traps, so Rod's got to be extra careful of his footing here. More bananas and grass smash. Rod will see that. Take a look from Rod's point of view. Got 4 shots left in the actual dart gun with another 4 in reserve. You see on the minimap, Frost just holding up position there. As Rod sees all these bananas, seeing that Frost wants to pull him into a corner. Here comes the third wave of gas. This will push it into a sudden death. There is a campfire available, but Rod has the vial, so he is in the advantage zone right here going into this. Dark gun shot will connect, but Rod will just pop the campfire, will hold up position. Pistol shots will go out. Rod will just disengage, looking to heal up a little bit more. Grenade will go out. Won't connect. Frost looking to land this dart gun shot. Only 2 shots left. 1. That second shot connected. Gas is moving in, but Rod's got plenty of time to heal up. Even though there's a banana wall right here, Frost is moving in. Pistol shots will go out. SMG, but the SMG will not connect as it was a little bit too high. Not aiming exactly where Frost was. Frost was a little bit below that. Pistol barrage by Frost will close out the match. And Frost will be victorious. Now up in the set, 2-1. GG. Alright, Frost needing this win here to make his way back onto the winner side of the bracket to fight off Wafflefox. Rot versus Frost. Game number 4 at the labs. Rot will be dropping at C2. Frost will be dropping at C3. And we might have a quick match. Frost has been known to actually aggressively push onto his opponents here. Rot plays a little bit more defensively. So if he's ready for that rush, he can actually catch Frost off guard. This is a general strategy for this area. If you get like a tier 2 or tier 3 in an SMG, it's actually good to push on your opponent right away. Just because they're too busy looting. You see Frost making a peek into this zone, but it doesn't look like he has anything good to make a push with. Frost, on the other hand, will have a blue SMG, picks that up, has ninja boots. He's going to be making his way to pick up a tier 1. He ends up grabbing darts too, so he's going to have plenty of darts to work with here as Frost ends up going and picking up the tier 2 armor. Rot now making his way over here on the left side, going in. Oh, he ended up almost making the mistake that a previous opponent had against Frost and stepping into this room and getting trapped by Frost. But Frost, I don't think has... Oh, heck, never mind. He's got 6 bananas, so yeah, he could have definitely trapped off Rot, and that would have been it, because Rot also has bananas in hand. No grenades. Rot now at 75%. Going to be end up healing up. Frost with the vials. So we see 2 vials here, so if it does go to attrition, both players will have vials available for him. Frost going into here, ends up grabbing a blue SMG. That is, I believe, the preferred automatic that Frost prefers to use. So we got SMG versus SMG. Dart gun versus dart gun. Exact same weapon loadout. The only advantage is none. There is no advantage. Both players are at even. Frost ends up swapping the dart gun for another one. Rot just scouting out the area, getting as much information as possible, knowing exactly where all the armor's at to make those armor swaps. And you see, Rot ends up switching his gold cup for a vial, so he didn't want Frost to have it, but Frost already has one, so actually, Frost still with the sneak boot, so no, he doesn't have a vial. I thought he ended up doing it, but he swapped it. SMG? No. Dark Guns swap back for both parties looking to poke, not to engage with the SMG right away. There's a poke with the SMG for Frost. Frost looking to close the gap. Rot ends up taking damage, but ends up doing damage to Frost. So kind of even right there. Rot's just going to back up to that tier 2 over at lab 1. And then he's going to kind of heal up after that. As Frost ends up making his way back into to lab 2. He's going into tier 2 lab, yeah. We have tiers for labs now. It's a second tier building. Frost here, looking again with the SMG to open up, but the Dark Gun double connect right there. Frost is in the danger zone, needs to back up here as Rot knows this. He knows a melee hit can actually end this match. So anything and everything will end up killing Frost right now. And Frost looks like he'll be able to successfully get away as Rot's kind of peeking his head around this zone. As we see another circle, we'll say, you guys aren't going straight to an attrition war. We might end here. This map, the mole can spawn here. There are 2 mole spots that the mole can actually come in from the from the bottom end, southern end, and then there's a northern one up over here. So there's a potential for the mole to spawn here. We have to wait and see as the gas moves in. Rot heard Frost around the corner. You see Frost with limited health. He's going to actually heal up, but he actually doesn't have a lot of health in the tank as Rot ended up poking him many times with his Dark Gun. Frost looking to press, ends up just missing that shot as Rot's contorted body was able to get around that shot. Beautiful dodging by by Rot. Unfortunate for Frost is Frost wanted those shots to hit to kind of even up this health deficit. Mole says, no, I'm in the other zone from before, guys. Dark Gun battle. Both players end up landing shots, but they're looking to continue to press. SMG for Rot goes out, knocking 1 pip of armor off of Frost. Rot's going to heal up. And within that moment of the dogs barking, I couldn't explain exactly what happened there, but Frost cut corners there for Rot. Rot ended up in a kind of a tough situation. He could retreat and still take damage from Frost or try to end up SMGing him out, but Frost was just like, nope, I am the SMG warrior. I'm going to the finals. GG. And Frost will end up fighting Wafflefox in our finals. He wins that set 3-1. GG Frost. GG Rot, man. Those Dark Gun shots were incredible. That entire set. Well played, man. Okay. Finals. Let's go. Wafflefox versus Frost. Frost has to beat Wafflefox twice here in a best of 5 set. I know it says losers, but it ain't losers anymore. Let's remove that. Throw that back up. There we go. It is the finals now. Wafflefox versus Frost. Destination H has been chosen. And we will start our finals for our second tournament of Season 3. Here at the mansion. We see an AK for Frost, a blue AK, but he's going to actually end up draining that. Waffle, hear that. Probably know that some ammo has been used on it. He's got SMG hunting rifle, so he's got a decent combo. No, actually ended up ditching the hunting rifle for a shotgun. Throws bananas out just around the corner. Frost will be making his way up over here on the right side. And the real question is, will Frost end up resetting the bracket here? Like I said, he needs to win this set, and then he has to win it again. Waffle's been playing on fire. So we'll have to wait and see. This will kind of be the tempo right here. Who wins this match, I think, will decide the tempo of this entire tournament, honestly. Waffle ends up taking Frost out here. I think Frost will be playing from the back foot. Dark Gun shot will connect. We're going to take a look at the ammo for the Dark Gun. Frost has so much. Waffle doesn't have any health juice. He needs to just rush Frost right here. No, you can't back up. You need to push. You can't give him room. And Dark Gun shot ends up connecting there. Waffle ends up disengaging. Throw out a grenade right there. But Frost is holding up position next to these bananas. These bananas are actually detrimental to... Oh, Wafflefox ended up dunking himself on the grenade right there, making himself even lower. Ends up saying, ow. Shot will actually connect, but Frost is looking to land this last shot. It's going to end up taping up, knowing that Waffle has a shotgun. More shots will go out. Beautiful dodging there by Wafflefox. Any of these that'll hit will end his life, and oh my god. Probably making him extra nervous here, but as long as you get past Frost's Dark Gun here, the SMG will finish him off, but a quick reload of the Dark Gun basically puts you back to what it was before, as Frost is just holding up position here, waiting for Wafflefox to make a mistake. Waffle's got a grenade, though, so it can definitely be the great equalizer here. He can actually cast Frost somewhere. Waffle holding up position. If this emo actually makes his way in here and it goes into Waffle's hands, I think Waffle will actually be in a good spot. AK shots down the corridor, but Waffle was able to be on the outskirts of that. Did not actually hit. Waffle ended up finding up some health juice, but I mean, all it does is save him from the Dark Gun, the initial Dark Gun impact from killing him. Long range shots, just making noise. There's the Dark Gun again, but Waffle, oh my god, Waffle's dodging is unreal right now. Able to get away from that shot too. Waffle holding up right around the corner. SMG shots. Frost will be backing up, eating the bananas. Waffle will be holding up. Oh, that was a chance, Waffle. That was a chance. He could have taken out Frost. He's looking to push with the shotgun. There's the Dark Gun shot right there. As the Dark Gun looking to finish off Wafflefox. Here comes the gas. Gas will say no. We aren't going to sudden death right this moment. As Waffle just is on the fringe of dying from this Dark Gun, or even a melee hit. A melee hit will end up killing. As you see Frost end up rolling in place, just catching Waffle's movement, but Waffle's just on the out of the just out on the outside of that range each time. More SMG shots will go out for Wafflefox, still sitting at plenty. He's got 62 left in reserve with 20 on the actual gun itself, whereas Frost sitting at 4 shots left with the Dark Gun. Waffle just needs to dodge 4 more shots. AK shots will go out. Waffle dodges that shot right there, but he has no armor. He's going to go immediately and tape up. Frost looking to press, ends up pressing it up against Waffle, up against that wall right there. Frost will end up reloading, backing up. Waffle will be disengaging. You got to pick up the ninja boots. I don't think the Vile's actually going to win this. More SMG shots. AK ends up connecting right there. Frost looking to tape up. Waffle looking to poke, but the AK will say, no, you're out in the open. Wafflefox played that so well, but so did Frost. Frost ends up taking out Wafflefox. After all that dodging that Waffle did, he made one mistake, stepping out into the open against an AK. And Frost punished him for it. Frost now up in the set 1-0. GG. Alright, next map. We're going to the farm. Whew. That last match was crazy. Even playing out of your mind, Wafflefox, it is tough to beat Frost. Alright, here we go. This will be a much slower game than the last one, I'll tell you that right now, unless they end up like rushing each other in the middle area. I'll have to wait and see. Waffle getting a peek. We'll see some pistols, tier 3. Over here on the bottom, don't see anything. Rebel Cash in the bar. Gonna take a look on the top right here. Frost leaving the area with a Forker and a AK. Pick up an SMG, but only at tier 1. See, Waffle ends up throwing out some bananas here. We'll find a Jag 7 in the secret room. I'll be happy about that pickup, but you gotta find Frost first. See a Vial here. And another Forker tier 3, so some decent loot in the bar. Wonder if Waffle's like sees a Dark Gun. He's like, no. Dark Guns, all Dark Guns must die. You see him drain that ammo right there. We see a crossbow. Frost opting to actually go for it. Crossbow versus Jag. Waffle holding up position. Wow. You see Waffle really going after these Dark Guns. He has a vendetta against it. But this match, Frost isn't using them just yet. But it's good that Frost is doing that in case it actually goes to attrition. Waffle ends up seeing another pistol, so he can actually combine that purple pistol into a dually. We see the bird pickup, but immediately got denied by Wafflefox. Waffle still not showing him about that Jag 7. Just got dual pistols here, trying to take out the armor. As Waffle holding up position. At any moment, Waffle can push. AK shots will go out. Waffle looking to disengage. Makes a swap right there. More pistol shots will go out. It's got this Jag, but opting not to use it. I think at any time, Waffle could have used a Jag and killed Frost right there, because he was definitely close enough to him at the end. But he decided to try to blow him out with the pistols, but you know what? The tried and true AK said, nope, you can't do it that way. And Frost wins the match, now up in the set 2-1. I'm sorry, 2-0. Maybe I'm predicting the future it'll be 2-1, but no, not right at this moment. It is 2-0 in Frost's favor. Frost needing one more to reset the bracket. And Waffle says, let's do it again. Let's go back to the farm. So I think he felt like that was definitely his game to win. But he let it ride on the pistols. But I felt like you had a Jag. The Jag is such a good weapon, especially if your opponent's that close to you. But maybe he didn't want to show his hands. Maybe he felt like he was too far away from Frost. We can't actually know what Waffle's thinking. Only Waffle knows what he's thinking. Maybe Jiff. Maybe Jiff would know, but Jiff's like, do my thing. Destroy him with pistols. Deagle for Frost will pick up with the SMG. We're going to look and see what Waffle has. Waffle has no armor yet. There's the armor pickup. And no, he's got Dark Gun. No dualies. Frost with the Dark Gun as well. So what is it? Dark Gun, Deagle. Yep. Good loadout. Very good loadout. The Deagle can actually end up killing the opponent if you're close enough in range after the Dark Gun hits. Here's the dual shots right there by Waffle. He'd end up finding himself a additional pistol. Grenade will go out. There's a Dark Gun shot right there, and Waffle needs to be pistol. Frost looking to melee, but the Dark Gun just comes out, connects against Wafflefox, and that is it. We have a very fast bracket reset. Frost ends up winning that set 3-0. GG. Frost looking to continue his trend on winning these tournaments. Holy shit. That was... I'm not used to seeing fast farms, but damn, that was quick. Alright, with the bracket reset, Wafflefox versus Frost. And away we go to Destination H. And you guys can make your bets again, because we end up having another set we go. Reset, get hyped, guys. Game number 1. See if Waffle just is fainting. He's like, well, just pretend to not play as well as I did. That's bullshit. Waffle's been playing crazy. He's making very little mistakes, but the problem is against a player like Frost, any mistake you make, you will get punished. Oh, like right there. Pistol barrage though? Looking to finish off? Yes, we will have that. As he's coughing to death, he will end up finishing off Frost. I was going to say, for a brief moment, Wafflefox made an incorrect play where he rolled, where he could have just two-tapped with the shotgun and ended up killing Frost. But he able to end up securing that match with the dualies. GG. Waffle now up in this set. The reset bracket, 1-0. Maybe we'll have a reverse sweep into Waffle's favor. Who knows? Destination K. Our next map. Frost opting for his favorite pick. It's both players just rolling here. Ready to go. Will Wafflefox win 2 in a row, or will Frost tie it up at 1? Like I said, maybe we get a reverse sweep. Frost put all his effort into those first matches, and now it's Wafflefox is like, well, I got enough time to make my adjustments against your playstyle. Maybe I can do it correctly here. We're going to see what Waffle gets out of this Rebel Cache. A crossbow. Unfortunate. God, the crossbow is so bad. When you have a bow as an option. Frost already making his way into Waffle's zone. Got a blue SMG ready to go. There's a crossbow, but the pistols... One pistol. SMG says, see you later. You weren't ready for that? Wafflefox was caught out with the crossbow instead of the pistol, so the SMG got free shots into Wafflefox, and crossbow's awful close range. Frost ties his set up immediately at 1. GG. Alright, next match. We're going to Super Right Mountain. Who's going to take the lead in this set? It'll be Wafflefox or it'll be Frost. This is Waffle's pick. He won on his last map. He picked H before, so... We're going to see if the pattern continues where Waffle wins on his map, Frost wins on their map. I do want to take this time to actually thank everyone watching the stream, everyone that's been here since the start. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching the tournament stream. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We do this every other Saturday. During our season. If you do like competitive Super Animal Royale, this is the channel to be on. We try to do events as frequently as possible. They are sponsored by the Bamboo Club, the organization that I run. If you guys are interested in helping the Bamboo Club run events, we do have a Patreon that you guys can enter on in. ! Patreon in chat will give you a link, and feel free if you want to actually help our scene grow and have more tournaments, feel free to donate. All the donations go towards our tournament prize pool. Pistol shots will go out by Frost. Ends up taking off Wafflefox's armor immediately. Frost sitting at T1, so he's looking to still push as Waffle ends up losing that T3, going for that T1 up all the way up there. Waffle knows there's a T2 down here. Frost ends up draining that dart gun, so neither player wants a dart gun to be a factor this set. I say this set, but Waffle was doing it last set, so we don't know yet. But Waffle really doesn't use that gun, so just have to wait and see what happens here. But Waffle's still sitting at just T1 right now. Frost, T2, banana forker in hand, and a hunting rifle pistol. There's another pistol over here to swap towards. Waffle actually going for the dark gun, not going for the hunting rifle. So hunting rifle, dark, interesting. Kind of change roles here as Frost with the hunting rifle pistol combo. Frost now looking to push. Nope, he's going to break up some grass. He's looking to collect more resources. Since he has a forker, he's looking for more bananas. Especially because Waffle's using... Oh, Waffle ended up trying to break the barrel there. And oh, God. That was close, but Frost was able to keep his aim true there as Waffle tried to barrage pistol shots into Frost. Frost did the same, but the deciding factor, Frost had T2, Waffle had T1. Look how much health Frost had. That was the deciding factor right there, and Frost will be victorious. Now up in the set, 2-1, only needing one more to be our second champion of Season 2. GG, Frost. Waffle is saying that they can't beat Frost in close quarters combat, so he's going to take him to labs and hope that this'll kind of equalize this set. Waffle needs to win 2 in a row to be victorious against Frost. Frost only needing one more, and labs is a choice. Frost is really good at the labs map, so we're going to see how well Waffle does here, as Frost comes here relatively often on his own choice. He usually picks this map sometimes on his own. You see tier 3 and an SMG, so it might be a rushdown. Frost is going to have a shotgun and a hunting rifle to deal with it. And you see Wafflefox is like, yeah, I'm coming. I got this SMG, tier 3, let's go. There's the SMG. Armor already lost. Armor swap. Frost looking to get away. Not many shots left in this SMG. Waffle now trying to melee. Pistol shots will go out. Waffle ends up reloading. Looking to swap, misses the swap. Maybe a little bit nervous right there. Hunting rifle says, see you later. Game over, man. That's it. GG. Frost will be the winner of our tournament. Congratulations once again to Frost on winning another 1v1 tournament. But this time, season number 3. Wafflefox, you did the best you could, but Frost just came out on top. GG. Frost wins the set 3-1. Well played.